One more death and I lose my shit. The bottle's laughing on the desk. Foam keeps rising, I'm a mess. No smoke left in the metal tray. Just white hot anger and a bad delay. I hear the countdown, I brace for the dawn. One clean win and I might survive. But the screen goes black, then snaps back on. And every last chance is already gone. Shitty internet, take my soul. Beer stays full, I stay cold. Ashtray empty, I still burn. Shitty internet, my turn is burned. Shitty internet, take my soul. Beer stays full, I stay cold. Ashtray empty, I still burn. I rage, I grind, I never learn. I break, I build, I smash the rest. Fist on the table, chest to chest. If the line won't hold, I'll hold my ground. With a full damn glass and no smoke around. Shitty internet, take my soul. Beer stays full, I stay cold. Ashtray empty, I still burn. Shitty internet, my turn is burned. Shitty internet, take my soul. Beer stays full, I stay cold. Ashtray empty, I still burn.
everybody. We are the back. We are the back for the midnight streams. The late night streams, the streams where I talk all of the cock that nobody fucking asked me to. You know, everyone's favorite time when I grab a drink and I just start talking the absolute most biggest shit I can think of that's realistic and that you didn't think about, like the ocean that's a soup. And I'm joined with by Hollow King ZA from the U2s. Say hello,
Hello,
friend.
everyone. Hello, the multi sides of things. Thingamabobbies.
And he's totally not kidnapped in the bottom of my basement at all or anything. Making content.
Not at all. Yes, please sit up.
Kidding, joking.
Big kidding. It's late.
Shh, it's late. No, you shh. It's time for drinking. uh, yeah. So we've been planning to do a stream to talk about some stuff because I haven't had a good amount of time to talk about the stuff and why I stopped doing a lot of stuff. I've just been tired as fuck, mainly. Stuff has been emotionally draining, work's been work. So get off of work, too tired to put in the effort. And I've been feeling so sick for so fucking long. I feel goodish now, so might as well try and do a little drinky stream me soon. Not now. We can drink a little bit, not a lot. And all I wanted to talk about some states of the gaming. And I agree because the state of the gaming is absolutely fucking shit half the time. Not boobies? No, not boobies. No boobies.
Yeah. And unfortunately, Deathbed of a Worm has become a total unk in the last bit to stream this late.
Fuck you, I stay up until 4 a.m. with you, you bastard. I still stay up late, guys. It's just I don't feel like streaming this late because, half the time there's other people that's still streaming and I want to interrupt anyone else's streams at the moment. And I'm also watching their streams, so there's also that.
Yeah, unk material. But okay.
Yeah, unk material. Real unk material. Alright, well, since you have an agenda, Bobby, I mean... No, Bobby. Since you have an agenda...
Yes, Bobby.
You can talk about the first thing you wanted to talk of, and I'll just bounce off of that.
Oh, let's get into the heavy topic of how AI is in gaming in every possible way.
With it increasing the RAM prices?
Not just RAM, dude. There's also the AI slop, which we get as video games these days.
I mean, it's coded on ChatGPT, and it has fucking shit from ChatGPT for assets, so yes, it's dog shit. Like, we both know the shit we've seen on Steam. And the worst part is we also are buying it just because it's funny to gift it to people. Tung 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 Sahur Adventures. Go on.
Yeah, no. I'm not talking about the funny ones, but like more of like the ones where like the developers spend like 10 minutes on ChatGPT and decided like, screw it, I'm just gonna coy it onto the marketplace, and then Paul Saps bloody buy it out straight.
Yeah, no. I do feel bad for them, and I see it's even worse on the PlayStation side. Like it's quite literally, it's just a slop generator, and they're charging like 30 USD for these games, and I'm like, yo, nah.
Yeah, we leaving Sony slop for a bit later. Yeah, no, Sony. Ooh.
Yeah, no.
They have rocked the gaming world in the worst possible way, and they're still getting the biggest of cocks. Or shit, should I rather say.
Yeah, about the digital fucking only shit. We're not talking about that until later, right?
Yep.
Yeah, no.
Because I have a massive rant about that, especially being as a ex-PlayStation fanboy?
Yeah, you PlayStation fanboy.
I was, because like after the PS3 era, um like that was the last time I ever got like a Xbox for a while, and even Nintendo gaming thing,
Yeah.
because like then it's just been pure PlayStation for me until I decided to move over to PC.
Oh, me, it was kind of similar, but I started with PC and flipping the earlier flipping Nintendo stuff, and then just went PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, and it was still outdated by the time I started playing it. And then I went to 360, and from 360, I just went the Xbox route instead of the PlayStation route.
Mm-hmm. Mecha Paint is an example for Xbox. That is true though, because like that's just pure AI slop from what I've seen.
Mm,
Because somebody just basically copied like some of the code for Mecha Chameleon and just copied and pasted it and just changed a bit of the code.
mm,
So it can run on Xbox though. But
mm.
I'm surprised though that Xbox isn't hit by the AI slop that much compared to like PlayStation or even Nintendo Store. Because the
Uh,
Nintendo Store also has a lot of AI slop. And
it's the developing aspect of it. It's not so easy to develop for Xbox at the moment. Because remember, with the Xbox, you have to make it. The majority of new games are made that you need to have it so that it's compatible with both Xbox and PC. So that's the other issue with it. So
mm,
and I don't know how Sony allows it. It's like they removed their their filter for checking the games.
yeah.
Xbox still got the filter. It's just a bit shit. But I mean, like I can open up the Xbox store and I've checked, and there's a lot of good shit in there. But you go onto the PlayStation store and you get a lot of good shit, but it's mainly from Japan, and that's the main issue.
Y-
It's just Japan.
It is, because remember, Sony is a Japanese company at the end of the day. Compared to Microsoft, where Microsoft is a US based game manufacturer. Because like Microsoft is and always has been like started from the US, where PlayStation started from from Japan.
Yeah, but you need to also remember where they came from. Sony came from their what you call it, their sound division. They used to do mainly sound. They were mainly focused
Mm-hmm.
on speakers and then the Walkmans and then all of the good stuff. And then they pivoted to DVDs and then the gaming because of some. Because I think they were working on the. If I remember correctly, the reason the PlayStation One existed is they were working on either for Nintendo. Yeah, I think it was for Nintendo or for the Dreamcast. And then they
It
pulled
wasn't Nintendo.
yeah, and then they must pull their whole flipping thing, and then they're like, well, we already have the stuff. We might as well just do something with it. Xbox was originally a software company. They're still a software company, mainly now a bit more AI, but they were like, hey, we can make a gaming console with PC hardware. We should do that, and then they did that.
Mm. But at least both Sony and Microsoft doesn't have like a really sketchy history. For example, like Nintendo, because Nintendo was making cards and had love hotels at the start.
Mm-hmm. I'm very aware of the love hotels.
Yeah.
I am very aware of the Nintendo love hotels. It is a great story. It is one of those fun things that I have in the back of my head when people ask me about Nintendo. It's like, oh yes, you're talking about the Nintendo card company, right? They used to have love hotels. I wish they still did. Oh, imagine a Mario love hotel. It would be so fucking funny. Oh,
Well, somewhere around the world, somebody has probably done that without Nintendo knowing.
well, they probably have. You know, like how copyright works around the world.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I know Nintendo tried to sue someone, I think in the Philippines, for having a what was it called, Mario Supermarket, but the guy's name was literally Mario, and his supermarket existed long before the Mario game existed, and they tried to sue him for it, and I was like,
Oh.
yeah, because it was called Super Mario, nay, but Super is the name that they use for supermarkets over there, and that's where that thing came from. And you know how flipping copyrighted stuff happens in South Africa. If you just take a drive to any, preschool or preschool, and you see all of those flipping Disney characters and Pixel characters, and they're all drawn like ass. Oh, they're all drawn like ass. Oh, it gives me
They are.
nightmares. And then, dude, I've seen like that you have the actual name in it as well, and I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
how are they not getting sued? I wonder if I can actually pick up it. I'll look if I can find a pic of it. I may need to make
Yeah.
a new browser for this purpose.
But going back to also about Xbox, like as what Mario has said now on the YouTube side of things, it's a bit more harder for games to get approved because like at least Xbox is a bit more stricter on the platform.
Mm-hmm.
But there's still for the old, excuse me, a couple of AI slop to get through and charging obscene amounts for the game. But also to be fair though, Xbox hasn't really been doing that fantastic for a while underneath Bill Spencer.
Mm-hmm.
Like, think about it. What was because Xbox bought Activision throughout this last like 2 years, right?
Mm-hmm.
And and Activision's main asset was basically Call of Duty because they stopped really bothering with making any other titles. There's been a few in between, like the Crash Bandicoot remaster of the original Thief from the PlayStation 1 era, and then they made Crash 4
Wasn't it also Spyro?
and Spyro. But at the end of the day, they've just been more focusing on Call of Duty. But Call of Duty, as we both know, what we've been playing a lot in the past until we've both uninstalled it recently,
Mm-hmm.
that now they don't even want to take a chance. Like now, it's just either like two Modern Warfare back to back, and then two Black Ops back to back, and now it's going to be like Modern Warfare 4 Black Ops game, and then another Modern Warfare game, and then another Black Ops. They don't want to take another chance.
The other thing is they're also using the same concepts again and again and again and again. Like with the Black Ops thing, you know why I'm upset about the Black Ops thing. Like I'm like, oh, we're going back into the story, great, and then they take the exact same story as the previous 3 games. It follows the exact same thing with that chemical that fucking makes you crazy and stuff, and then 90% of the game is taking place in the people's head. And I'm like, cool, we
Mm-hmm.
did that in Black Ops 3. We don't need to keep doing the same thing. Can we like actually have, shooting in the real world for once? Like I was hoping
Yeah.
futuristic warfare again, like the previous Call of Duty, jump off of a cliff, glide, do some stuff, beat some robots, some good shit. Nope, drug trips, just drug trips. That's all you get, drug trips, events, giant monsters. Nope, no shooting game, just flipping bullshit.
But unfortunately as well, because Activision is no sense to using AI because what was it? I think it started with Black Ops 6, especially when it reached global attention, that they used AI
For
to
the
make that
art,
one
the Santa Claus,
art.
dude, the Santa Claus with the 6 fingers.
Yes.
Oh, they still haven't stopped flaming them for that. uh, I'm like, guys, could you
Dude,
not have just double checked the artwork or just put it in again and just remove the extra finger? It's like everyone if they just removed the one finger, they would have probably gotten away with it.
not that quality control even allow that to go through at the end of the day.
Oh, their
Like,
quality
really,
control's
that's
probably fucking a drunk oak in his basement, just checking it and be like, this looks fine, I guess. The executive is
mm-mm.
just like, what should we do with this Call of Duty? How's about more Battle Pass? Yes, Battle Pass and skins. That'll make us money. Yes. Nobody's buying it.
But it's been so lackluster because, like, at least with Black Ops 6, in a regard, some of the stuff was somewhat okay. Besides for the funky collabs, like, I remember there was a Ninja Turtle collab, a what is that one famous Netflix series? What was going on?
Squid Game.
Uh, Squid Games as well, because you kind of expect that actually from a gaming franchise like Fortnite to do something that random. Because Fortnite is this random incarnated, not COD. Call of Duty has always just been
Well,
straightforward. With,
yeah. I mean, the Squid Game collab game mode was okay-ish. It was also clunky and bullshit, by the way. I mean,
it felt rushed.
there was Squid Game flipping clones when Squid Game came out in Fortnite, and the Squid Game games in Fortnite was good compared to,
Mm,
and this is user made content compared to an Activision game for it, and it was flipping,
yeah. And yes, Mario, Santa Claus doesn't have fingers. Oh my. Like, I kid you not, when I received that calling card from playing a lot of Black Ops 6, because Black
hmm
Ops 6 was actually the one Call of Duty what I kind of enjoyed, and I actually played it quite a bit more than Black Ops 7.
I actually
It
streamed.
was,
I played it a bit, like as it came out with Game Pass, and it was good. And I actually was like, okay, I actually do kind of like how what they're going with it. Was a month into the game, and I actually was like, okay, I will actually invest in buying the game and buying the Vaulted Edition. And then they did that shit with the AI. But you were
hmm.
saying,
But no, like, the game movement and everything, like, yes, the Omni movement at first was just weird compared to what I've gotten used to over the years from Call of Duty, but
hmm
eventually I was able to master it in no time flat. But the one thing what really got underneath my skin with Call of Duty as a whole was all they just did was just reskinned from the Modern Warfare franchise. Like, the only differences was just the movement. That was it. And it's like, as well, they just keep reskinning the same maps over and over. Like, there's gonna be a point where we are so tired of shipment Nuketown.
yeah, they should not have brought Shipment fucking back. I don't know why they fucking brought Shipment back.
And
Why didn't we get Rust? I'm still fucking upset about that. The one map we ask for, we don't get. Everyone wants Rust.
we did get Rust in Modern Warfare 3, but Modern Warfare 3 was such a hit and a miss
That was
because
cock.
of how clunky it felt back then. And everything
Still
just
so
felt
cock.
disorganized.
No, it's because the people that's making the decisions is not the people that's making the fucking games. It's like you get a
Because,
new they get a new executive. Executive gets bonus. Executive gets
mhm,
bonus if they get sales. Executive gets bonus if they get this. Executive makes all the decisions. The people making the games, like, hey, we should probably not do this. The people are going to hate it. People hated the decisions they made. Oh, the game is not doing so good. We need to get rid of people. Who did they get rid of? They got rid of the people that's been making the fucking games, not the executive that got a bonus for doing nothing right. And
yeah,
every single time I hear an executive got a bonus a month after or a week after they had layoffs, and I'm like, really? Oh, you know what would have maybe helped with not getting a layoff? Maybe not giving him that bonus. Hmm. I don't know, man. It just seems like the people that's running shit is not doing a good fucking job of deciding things.
was this peer greed? Because if you go back to when Battle Royale's genre was just popping off
Mm.
after like the likes of PUBG and Apex and that, Call of Duty followed suit with it. And if you remember, Modern Warfare 2019 was like one of the best cards that came out in a while. Then there was Cold War, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just the integration into Warzone though was really funny because it was a whole different movement system and the gun game was also felt a bit weird. But then they also did take a chance with Vanguard. Like, Star Wars today, I know people have a hatred towards Vanguard, but at least they had the balls to actually try something else and go back to the original roots, like, of World War II.
I actually kind of liked Vanguard, to be honest. Just for me, it was good. Don't like how the story ended, but I mean, I liked what they did with it. Remember, the one thing I get pissed off about the Call of Duty games, mainly, what they were doing before, is like the one game, they cut the fucking campaign off. And I'm like, guys, I buy the Call of Duty for two reasons. The one reason,
Mm-hmm.
the campaign. The second reason, the zombies. Do I buy a Modern
Yeah,
Warfare game for the zombies? No. I buy it just for the campaign. I do not want Modern Warfare zombies. Modern Warfare zombies is ass. 90%
I'm
of the
gonna get
time.
into that
90% of the
in a
time.
moment.
I think there was one good one. I think it was the Advanced Warfare one. That one was okay-ish.
Mm,
But I mean, like, about that other fucking all systems they brought in from the Modern Warfare thing, and it's still in there now. Like, it's horrible. I don't like it. But you can go on with your tangent. I'm over my tangent.
Okay, before I get onto my tangent, enjoy Mario.
Have a
Sleep
good sleep,
well.
bud.
But that's the thing as well, because like you think about those original three cards, what came out in the last couple of years. Like they were pushing for success. Like Vanguard wasn't that really well received, even though that it had so many free trials over the
Mm-hmm.
weekends.
Mm-hmm.
But at least they tried something, even putting in a bit of a mix of zombies. Even though I found that the zombies was a bit boring and just lackluster in Vanguard.
Oh, that's the thing. Remember that the thing I actually did like about the Modern Warfare and the ghost stuff? Remember the stuff with the alien bug things?
Yes,
That was a good
even
thing. That was a good idea for them. That was at least something new. I kind of liked it, but I still love the zombies more. But still, at least they tried something different.
mm, but like going back to the zombies though, because like when they released Modern Warfare 3, and I'm gonna get into the naming title because it still pisses me off how to explain this to everyone about the compared to the original Modern Warfare, what came out way back in the day compared to now, the naming scheme for Modern Warfare is just messed up. But that's a tangent for a bit. But
Mm-hmm.
like I played Modern Warfare 3 2022 or 2023, I think. Whichever year that Modern Warfare came out. I played the zombies. And the worst thing is, it stripped the zombies from Cold War. And they still did it with Black Ops 6 and Black Ops 7. The same, there's no reskin. They didn't even bother to reskin the zombies at all.
Mm-hmm.
It's all the same zombies at the end of the day. Like, I had a personal, like, every time when I'm going around,
Mm-hmm.
and I was just trying to end up all the zombies, they were exactly the same as what I remember from Cold War. And Cold War did it right. They had a fantastic game mode for zombies. Like, Cold War was so packed with content. Even Vanguard in a way, but like now it's just like feels like you're paying like what? America's of about $70 for COD,
About
and
1,600 rand.
for something
Oh,
what's
or
stripped
was it a
down.
1,007? I think it was now 1,007.
Hmm.
Yeah,
And
I'm
it's
not
stripped
paying that.
down.
Yeah, I'm not paying that. I paid that for GTA 6, and I can quite literally tell you, is GTA 6 gonna be worth it? I don't know, but it's definitely more worth it than a new Call of Duty.
Mm-hmm. But we'll get into the GTA 6 thing because, like, yeah, a GTA 6 is something else. But to think about it, for a triple A company like Activision to start using AI, it just shows on how many corners they're trying to cut, especially with this reskins. Because I would need my Game Pass or like a few times to just play Call of Duty Black Ops 7. But every time when I come back from for the new season, hoping it was going to get better, but at the end of the day, I'm so disappointed. And I just completely uninstalled the multi. I don't bother with the campaign because the Black Ops 6's campaign was just so boring. I couldn't even get past it. But still, for Activision to use AI, like, seriously?
Mm.
Like, I'm sorry, but like, I understand if you're a small dev or of a team of 1 to 4 people, in a way, making an indie game. It kind of makes sense for a bit of the art styles and that,
Mm.
but not really for the coding. But
Mm.
for a triple A developer though, like Activision or I don't know if Apex has done it yet,
Not that I
but
know of.
Apex is a mess in general with the cheating issue.
Yeah, but that's always been an issue.
Like I actually played Apex earlier this year, um, with a buddy of mine. I'm just gonna try to see if I can find it now. The last I played Apex was back in July.
At least you played it in this year. I haven't played it in this year.
Dude, the amount of cheaters and like I can tell that they're using Cronus Maxes.
Mm.
Because on that like sharp lock on and like I was just turning around on a circle. Mm-mm.
Like the problem is the amount of cheating devices that's out there at the moment. It's just a fucking issue and a half.
Yeah. Because like, like they keep saying like no PC gamers are actually the ones with cheating the most, but I kind of disagree because
It used to be, but not anymore. At the moment, it's actually
yeah.
the console gamers.
Mm,
It's a bit
I
harder
don't
to
know.
it's a bit harder to get past the PC anti cheat,
Mm-hmm.
and the PC anti cheat is the problem because of PC having more access to your actual system. It's a bit harder to cheat. On the
It's
Xbox side, you can quite literally you just use an Acronis, and then it bypasses basically fucking everything.
mm-hmm. Because like now the anti-cheat for the PC side of things are more built in to like the system levels compared to what consoles have.
Yep.
But and going also back to the AI slop, our before the pre-orders for GTA 6 was going out, I saw it on the PlayStation Store looking for just some random games to see if I want to get on the PlayStation Store from A to Z. The first like couple of pages, I kid you not, all I just see was this AI slop.
Yeah, I've seen it because I've seen videos about it. There's a guy that did the whole thing. He's like play playing AI slop on PlayStation 5. I wonder if I can find AI slop games on
But it's just
PS5.
like so disappointing though, because like Sony's a multi-billion company, and it's the same thing with Nintendo.
Check this. Where's my other talking scene? I need to remember which talking scene is. I'm just gonna switch it manually. Sorry about that, guys. I clicked the button and it somehow crashed my stuff. I was gonna say like, yeah. Oh wait, it's muted. I was also muted. Alright, sorry about that, guys. It crashed when I clicked the button. I don't know what happened. Let's see. Here you go. It's back. All right, so that was what I was talking about. Like AI slop, like Labubu Battle Royale and flippin' Bur Patu flippin' AI games, and it's just like all of it's like this. Just like all of it's just slop content. That's what it looks like. Um, I'm gonna go back to my talking scene. I need to see why that thing actually crashed though. I am very surprised it did crash. Yeah, it's nothing wrong on
You
the
might
on the
need
touch
to
portal.
uh,
Might
uh
up,
but
update the touch portal? Maybe.
no. You have to update the queue now and then for Touch Portal.
What key?
The main key where you put into OBS.
But it's only ever crashed when I switch to that one screen though.
Hmm.
And we'll look at it later. We'll make it a problem for later.
Later things.
Yeah, not later things. Okay, so we are back on both sites, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Fucking weird. Okay, so what were you saying? The
Yeah,
AI slop.
so the AI slop is just generally just getting a bit more ridiculous. Like I know people are trying to make a quick buck. Like there's better ways to make a couple of bucks over compared to making AI slop, because it is ruining the experience for most gamers now.
Mm,
Like, and it's a bit of a shame because especially the likes of Nintendo and PlayStation, out of all the years they've been operating, that they would have actually had something in place, but it seems like at the end of the day they don't really care.
mm,
Because, and that's what also brings me around to the other topic about these big giants actually not giving really a damn anymore, um, about the customer and how they feel like. Um, because, like, out of all the gaming companies I've dealt with, from Nintendo to PlayStation and Xbox, and even Steam,
mm-hmm,
PlayStation, on the other hand, has went full on AI support, and you can't get any help whatsoever anymore if you have an issue. They're like, oh yeah, your account has been hacked. Oh, ish. There goes your all the amount of time you spent on the platform
mm-hmm.
and money what you bought on all those games.
Yeah, you don't want to know about the issue that the one fucking Xbox had the same thing, and they give you the exact same thing that Sony does. Oh, you need to just make a new account and rebuy all your games, and I'm like, yeah, no, that's not gonna happen. The
But
only
that's like,
the only platform that doesn't do that is Steam.
because like that's the thing though. Like PlayStation is this went for AI support. S- Xbox has done that. I think Nintendo has done it to a degree, but Steam is the only thing out there, and this is why gamers prefer to rather buy games on Steam than rather claiming the free games on like Epic, because the support on Steam is excellent.
It's really good actually.
Because, like, for example, throughout the past Steam summer sales, I actually bought an old classic game called Boiling Point Road to Hell. It's
Mm,
an old game, what I used to play a lot back on the Windows XP days, and when PCs used to still have disk drives.
mm,
It was a very fun game, but I noticed on one hardware, um, it had issues, like major issues. And I couldn't really find any fixes or like a mod, because that's the nice thing about the PC side of things, because if the game doesn't run, there are so many ways to find support for the old games. But I found nothing for Boiling Point Road to Hell. So I opened up a ticket with Steam support, and they actually fixed my issue what I was having with Boiling Point, and I could actually run the game properly now. They actually do give it down. And no, I didn't want to actually refund the game because I know how fun it was.
Mm.
Even though it looks outdated as shit, but the mechanics are not, in a way, it's like what GTA mixed with Sleeping Dogs and mm, Far Cry.
Mm.
But
GTA
yeah,
4 Cry.
yeah, and speaking of company who doesn't actually give a damn is actually Ubisoft.
Oh, we don't talk about
After the
fucking Ubisoft anymore.
yeah, but still, what the Sun has they've done.
I'm not touching any Assassin's Creed fucking game.
I'm personally like, look, they had Steam had good deals on the Assassin's Creed franchise, but there was no way I was going to buy any more Ubisoft games because I was also one of the people who was affected when they removed the crew
Mm.
out of the store.
Which is still
No
strange because
refund.
you know what's still the strangest part? The crew's still fucking up on Xbox.
Hmm.
Yeah, I checked it the other day. My brother downloaded it on my other Xbox, and I was like, "What the fuck? I thought that game is gone." It's the same with Remember how I told you with the Epic how they removed the support for fucking Unreal Tournament free, and how I struggled my puss off to get a copy of the thing anywhere
Hmm.
because I couldn't download it on Steam, even though it's a fucking PC game, and I had to buy it on Xbox. Same with Cell Damage and fucking Portal 2. I struggled to get copies of the thing fucking working, and it's an ass fucking thing to get something worked on an Xbox on the Xbox, and then it's not even PC compatible. MDK2 is a good game, and it has very little issues. But now you look at Unreal Tournament Free, a game that we all played on LAN in South Africa. It was one of the favorite LAN games, and there's nothing for it anymore. And there's a fucking whole group of people that love that game because
Yeah.
it's like fucking what you call it. It's like how to explain it to people that haven't played fucking the game. Think of
Mm,
think of fucking Quake. It's like Quake with better graphics, and it's team based, and you go through the maps, and it's different game modes and everything, and there's an actual campaign that's like a fucking multiplayer experience. And then
mm,
you do a story mode for it, and it was really good for the time. What you used to do at a party is you used to get everyone together. You would squad up to do the campaign missions, or you would just go for random matches, and it was like like Call of Duty and Halo. Same, yeah, it's kind of like Halo, and it
mm.
is a fun fucking experience. But you can't fucking download it anymore. They took it off of Epic completely, and I'm like, guys, just put it back. It's good,
Yeah,
but there's no
but that's
support
what
for
we
it.
call like, because like sometimes some games there is like licensing issues. Like I know I've looked into getting some old games and you can't get it digitally anymore. There's always an issue with like the licensing or the original devs by itself, because like sometimes the like what happens when a company is what's the name of it? Well, when the company goes down, some IPs do get bought out by bigger companies, but some of them are just left
To
in
die,
limbo.
to die. They left to die.
Like, I'll bring one. Like, for example, Sony has so many dormant IPs, but they still do a bit of marketing every now and then, so then they can keep the IP. Because there's an actual thing, if the actual devs don't touch the IP for a while, it becomes a public domain.
Mm. And then it goes to that
And it's
special site.
mm, to the many different special sites.
No, no, but there's abandonware sites, remember?
Mm,
Where you can get some of these games and you can play them.
because mm, because like I know like Disney had a IP, but it also felt away now that Disney can't actually have control of it anymore since they haven't touched the IP in a very long time. But it's just like a shame though, because like that's where company greed comes into play.
Mm.
And where they don't really like the player base because, like, for example, going back to Activision, or especially the devs of COD, like, I know for the longest time after they removed Verdansk,
Mm.
every live stream I saw after, like, when Caldera came, Mazra, etc., they kept on, the fans kept on begging for Verdansk to return back. But then eventually, Black Ops 6 happened and they brought back Verdansk. But I don't know if that was because of the fact that Call of Duty's player base has dropped down heavily,
Mm-hmm.
or they were just doing a quick cash grab because of Verdank's returning.
Both.
But yeah, um, this corporate greed is just something else.
Well, I mean, we don't. You know, we
It,
want me to talk about Battlefield.
no, it is a whole other thing.
Yeah, because it's EA. EA is known for fucking being an ass. And then because of
Mm,
Ubisoft's fucking recent decisions, they're fucking EA fucking Part 2. The Revenge.
no,
It's like that's
but
why I don't
remember,
support. That's why I don't support them. You know what? What Ubisoft fucked with? One of my favorite IPs, Prince of Persia.
mm,
They had a great thing going with Prince of Persia, and what did they do with it? They fucking did nothing. Instead of making a new Prince of Persia, they make a new Assassin's Creed that nobody fucking wants to play. Every Prince of Persia that came out after the Two Thrones is just a piece of shit.
mm,
They
because,
fu-
like,
they fucked it.
they did. Because I remember, I don't know if you have like this memory like I do, but here in South Africa, we have a streaming, no, not really streaming, but more of a satellite streaming service called DSTV.
Mm.
Now, there was a channel back then where they used to just talk nothing but video games, right?
Oh shit!
And
I
I
remember
kid
that.
you not, hmm?
I remember it.
Awesome.
I can't remember the name of it. Was it QB squared?
Mm-mm.
No,
It
no,
was
that.
something else.
I remember it. I fucking remember watching it.
But you know, there was one point when I was just like saying because back then the only rooms what actually had the decoder because we had the dual decoder
Mm-hmm.
was the lounge and then my dad had one in his bedroom.
Mm-hmm.
Not because he used, always enjoyed his sports. But so the one time when there was nothing on for him to watch and I came home, I randomly stumbled upon that channel. And what do I see? A trailer for Saints Rose the Third with a bit of gameplay, a trailer for Sims 3 Ambitions, and then there was a Prince of Persia game, Sands of Time.
Mm. Good sense of time. Mm.
And I remember seeing Sands of Time and I'm like, ooh, yes, this looks awesome. I played it. I borrowed a copy from my one friend at the time, and it was enjoyable. I also played the recent Prince of Persia's, but like
You.
it's not as good as you said, like Two Thrones or Sands in Time.
Yeah, but you know the story about Prince of Persia, right?
To a
Which
degree.
it came from a guy that developed his own game. It was back in the old days when it was still 2D scroller. So it came from the 2D scroller. But the movements of everything was the guy taking his brother, recording videos, and using his brothers to do the pixel art. So all of the movement was actually based on his brother.
Mm,
Yes, jumping, climbing, all of it was based on his brother. And then when it came to dude, Prince of Persia is the reason I got into parkour back in primary school when I actually still did some parkour. Now if I try and jump off a roof, I'm not so fucking confident of me landing. I tried last time. I think I tried to jump off of a roof was after university, when I climbed into the sheep corral's roof, jumped on the side gate poles, and then ran off and then jumped on the ground. And yes, I could do parkour, but not very good parkour. I could do basic parkour because
But it's just,
I learned it from the game, and that from Assassin's Creed as well.
mm-hmm. And that's when Assassin's Creed games were also so had that uniqueness. Like Ezio, like for an example, the one character out of the entire Assassin's Creed series, what Ubisoft is ignoring and acting like it's dead, and what launched Assassin's Creed in the first place was Altair.
Yeah,
And
the only one we got was there was an Altair collection, but they never want to flip and release the Altair collection. The only ones you ever see
mm,
on special is the Ezio collection.
mm,
And I'm like, guys,
because
Ezio is kind of a little bitch compared to Altair. Altair fucked up everything. He was the goat at fucking up people.
mm, but at least, even though that what you have said, but at least with Ezio, there was like the ability to have the dual hidden blades. Then, and it was Assassin's Creed 2. Brotherhood was like introduction to more assassins.
Mm.
3, Revelation was the hook blade. And I saw the use of the hook blade now. And then Connor was this dried out in my opinion. Hathan was very short.
Like, yeah, Haven was short and everything, but like, remember the main point of Black Flag was Connor. I kind of liked Connor's story because it pivoted a little bit, but then after Connor, it went to shit.
Mm,
That's
it
what
did.
everyone. That's why everyone says the best that they stopped at Black Flag, and after that everything went to shit. I still haven't finished Syndicate. Still haven't finished Valhalla. And the only one I did was Odyssey. And Odyssey was pissing me off because they locked the whole fucking campaign behind DLC. You finished
Yeah.
you finished 1/5 of the game, and then the rest of the campaign, to finish the story, you needed to buy 5 DLCs. And I'm like, guys, that's not what you do with a fucking game. If it was a free to play game, sure, okay, I guess. But this is a game you paid money for, and then you locked all of the content behind the fucking thing. I'm not talking about just like the main story didn't end at that point. You needed to do the main story was there. To finish the main story, you needed to buy the DLC, and that's where Ubisoft started fucking me, and they started fucking me hard with no lube.
But that, at the end of the day, was like just pure corporate greed. Something what like the likes of EA, for example, has gotten used to because you take, especially, here's what I'm going to mention now: the FIFA games,
Oh, that's some bullshit.
the Madden games, any of the other sports games, and especially the Sims. Now, the Sims, on the other hand, I've never ever in my life, excuse me, have ever seen them a ridiculous amount of DLC compared to like The Sims 4, where like The Sims 3, yo, at least
Yo, dude,
it had its own stuff.
you did not see the amount of DLC content in Sims 3. Before Sims 4 came out, dude, the amount of DLC for Sims 3 is insane, dude. It was after fucking 20, dude. I played a lot of
Because
it.
like what? It was like Sims 3 only had expansion packs and stuff packs, right? Like what The Sims 2 had. But then now on Sims 4 you get game packs. Where it was supposed because like now every expansion to Sims 4, like seasons, feels like everything has been stripped from it. You're just basically paying for like the ability to play in the different seasons. Not like the seasonal content what was added through like the game packs and stuff packs.
And
Because it's
we
like
all forget about the old Sims 2 shit. The Sims 2, where every single Sims 2 was actually a new game.
Mm-hmm.
And you remember how I told you my favorite Sims 2 is Castaways because it introduced survival to building. It was so fucking fun.
It was. But like, look here, I'm gonna do the conversion now, right? To also the US dollar. Um, because unfortunately, from my side, I only can see the rand. But like, for example, to have the luxury of playing with everything combined into one, you're paying 28,000 rand,
Goeie
aka
poes.
$1,740, to have the luxury to play with everything.
Isn't that the price of your
Like
fucking gaming
how
PC?
a simulator game is supposed to be. Yeah,
Yeah.
you could get like a PC from back
No,
then before the AI cock started.
yeah, but what I'm saying is, isn't that how much your PC costs about?
Mm, 20 grand more.
Bro. Don't.
Yeah, the PC prices is a mess up and a half because of AI, especially now.
Mm.
Because like, what? The set of RAM what I have in my current PC goes back to 8,000 rand.
Mm.
I kid you not, my PC is like a price of a used car. Okay, if I put it here, it's basically $500 of a RAM what I have in my PC. Back then, you could basically get a phone PC. Back then,
Mm.
before the AI nonsense started.
Yeah, the AI nonsense fucked up everything.
Mm,
Well,
no, like,
at least we still don't have that cock that the US has with the flock cameras.
ooh. And even the router situation as well.
Yeah, but they're still trying to get past that. Don't worry, they're gonna get there eventually. It's been going for like 3 years now. They'll get past it eventually. When Elon
Mm-hmm.
Musk decides to release the Tesla fucking router, then everything's gonna be golden. The all American router.
Mm-hmm. But here, look, I'm going to give you an example. I just put this up now on my Steam. The Sims 4 Businesses and Hobbies expansion pack is like 700 rand,
Bruh.
right?
That's the price of a game.
Where, yeah. And then like it's called Kids now. Those cost like 90 rand. And then the sub packs, it's 120. If you want to talk about a corporate greed, like Ubisoft, EA, and The Sims, because like there is so much you can literally scroll down for small bits. But if I actually put on my little clutch for my mouse,
Hmm.
it takes me a bit to scroll down because like I have it to a point with my mouse with the scroll that it makes it seamless for me to scroll down.
Hmm.
But it is ridiculous on how much Sims 4 is now compared to like how much I paid for Sims 3.
Yeah.
It's absolutely ridiculous.
Well, you know the other issue that I had, like remember I started PC gaming a bit ago, like back in the day. You know what's the one thing that stopped me with the remember when the Steam games came out like originally in South Africa?
Mm,
There was a big issue with it, and I think it's still an issue to this day. Like remember we still had discs. I had a Steam account before my Steam account, right? The Steam account. I lost access to it, and I had a game on it, but I had the physical disc. I could not, for the life of me, transfer my license, and that was the
unfortunately,
issue because I had the disc, I had the license, I couldn't transfer
mm,
it.
it's locked onto that account though, because I also did the same thing, especially with a game called Saint Rose 2. So I actually bought that on a disc in a like what for the European thing, it's EB Games. America is what is the American version? Trying to think about it. Not Best Buy. It's this
GameStop.
GameStop, and then for South Africa was BT Games.
Mm.
I bought it at BT Games for $80. But unfortunately, even in having the disc in, it was like like Nintendo and PlayStation games are like nowadays. It's just basically having a physical game card.
Yep, it was exactly that. It still is exactly that. You know, I go thrift shopping, so I've been looking for some older PC games, and the main thing I need to look for when I look for the older PC games is I need to make sure it's not Steam on the cover.
Mm,
Because if it's you remember PC games didn't used to go through Steam. It used to just be an executable before
yeah.
this bullshit. So the problem is if I can still buy a game that has an executable, that's great. I pop it in, install it, it works. Boom. Is if it's Steam, you have that issue, and every single time I have to look for that intentionally. Otherwise, I buy an old game and I can't even play it if it's already on someone's account.
Mm-hmm.
Which sucks because I really love older games. I love old games.
Yeah. Like I'll admit as well, because like earlier, I was playing Bioshock 1. And I actually had more fun playing Bioshock 1 than any of the modern day games I've actually played recently.
Also, it looked fucking cool. I
It
fucking forgot. I
was.
forgot how cool Bioshock was. Unfortunately, I didn't fucking watch it while you were live because I had things to do. But I had it running before I left, and then when I came back, it switched to your Batman thing. So then I went to reopen your thing. I'm like an hour and 40 minutes into the thing, and I was looking at it, and I'm like, I forgot Bioshock was a good game. I should replay it, and I'm like, I really should replay Bioshock.
And going as well back to old games as well, especially like Bioshock. Like, in a way, Bioshock still has that little bit of a horror to it. Like, it
Mm.
doesn't feel generic. It actually feels like a proper horror to a degree, even though Bioshock is not meant to be a horror base. But it still gives you like that creeps. For example, like the little sisters and the big daddy.
Yeah, I still don't understand.
And
I heard you talk about the Big Daddy, and I still didn't get it.
mm, but like that's the thing though. Those games still hold up
Mm.
compared to like what is it now? Your latest Assassin's Creed games, your
I installed
whatever
I
refresh.
installed Shadows, nay, months ago.
Mm,
Do you think I've played it?
nope.
Yes, I have not played it. But at
Mm,
least with Shadows, I can kind of get it. Remember, I have a whole thing about games I don't want to play. When I feel there's a pandaverse into it, or there's pandering into a game, I automatically don't want to play it anymore. It just ruins the thing, especially if it's a franchise I've been playing. Like if you take Tomb Raider for an example, if they take Tomb Raider now and they just say okay, this is Tomb Raider's kid. This is fucking Yanni Tomb Raider now. And it just follows Yanni Tomb Raider, but he doesn't Tomb Raid anymore. He just goes on expeditions into old cities and he doesn't do shit. He just looks for treasures. No fucking jumping, shooting, anything. He just digs in the ground. Do you think I'm gonna fucking play it?
nope.
Nope. I am not. I played Tomb Raider for Lara Croft.
Mm-hmm. But that's also another thing as well. What has also ruined gaming in general? It's just like the pandering because, like, I have a little series what I have played and completed a few times. What is the Life is Strange
Mm-hmm.
series? Now, you get Life is Strange 1 before the storm. There wasn't much pandering. But then you get 2,
Mm.
but I can't really talk much about 2 because I didn't really enjoy the storyline,
You know, it's
and hence
kind
I
of
never bought it.
ass. That was kind of ass.
But then you start getting into True Colors,
I'm not talking about True Colors.
and then you get Double, and then you get the latest one. What? what is the name of the latest one now? Reunion.
Yeah.
Now, I'll tell you now, I received Reunion as a gift from a friend,
Mm-hmm.
right? But I kid you not, like how much, like, I hate when I have to push myself to actually play a game, to
Mm.
actually just to be able to say, like, okay, cool, I finished it. There's only ever been 3 games in my entire life now, and Reunion is one of them, and it has been pandered to hell and gone.
Yeah,
And
I don't touch that.
and it's it annoys me. The second one, what was also a game what kept on coming being free even now and then. I'm just trying to find the name of it through this my Steam library.
You know, while you
Don't
look
know.
for it, I will go on my tangent about fucking True Colors. I started playing True Colors, and I was like, okay, it's decent. I like the colors. It's very colorful. It's very story. And then they started pandering heavily to the LGBTQ, and they started forcing it heavily. And that's all I'm gonna say. And the main protagonist is an asshole. That's all I'm gonna say. I do not want to play that game again. I stopped playing it after the person turned into an asshole. That's the reason I stopped playing that game. I love the Life is Strange. I love the Life is Strange when the little lady with the brown hair and the little lady with the blue hair, with their
Oh,
relationship. That was
okay.
great. That was great. Great storytelling. I loved it. Friends, but better than friends. Great storytelling. But pandering, nope. Thank you. Fuck off. Die. And with the Halo thing, you know why I stopped playing Halo now. I was so fucking upset about it. Like, and then the reason I stopped playing it is because in the campaign missions, it's the exact same fucking thing. The females are immortal. The guys will die, but no woman will die with no amount of damage. You can shoot them. They'll be hit by a fucking car, they won't die. They'll be hit by nades, they won't die. But the males will all die. Just fucking stop, please. Make them dieable. That's it. Kill everyone equally. Death to all.
You know,
The only time
are
you
you
can't, the only acceptable thing, well, even in Skyrim, I still get upset that I can't kill the kids because some of them are real assholes. But I get you can't kill kids in that game. But at least it was universal. You can kill everyone else. Yeah, go on.
know, you know, like I'm going through the part where I put games where I have it say like finish or I don't want to finish. I'm like going through and trying to find the game, but I don't even want to mention the game because that's how bad I had to push myself to actually eventually finish. And it was so badly pandered.
Mm.
So I don't need. Oh, there's it now. I just found it. So it's a game called Tell Me Why.
Ugh.
The game is so dry in the storytelling. And like I kid you not, one day I just like said to myself, like, you know what, fuck it. I'm just gonna try to push to finish. But I hated myself for pushing to finish off the game.
Because it just kept getting
And the
more
story is
ass.
not even memorable. It got worse every 10 minutes. I
Mm.
actually felt violently sick playing
Mm.
it, actually.
Like the last chapter of The Last of Us. Yes.
Okay, haven't played the last one, that one yet.
Oh, you don't
Or
want.
even.
Oh, you don't want to.
But that's where,
The story
like, I
died.
was
The
going
story just
to.
died in The Last of Us, dude. It also just went to pandering ass.
Hmm.
No real plot in the story, just pander ass.
Yeah. But then, it's just so funny. I was going through the games as well, what I have in that category.
Mm-hmm.
And this is where there's a little bit of a saving point, and this is indie games. And there's one game what I actually played back on the PlayStation 4, my PS4 era, and it
Mm-hmm.
was on like the PlayStation subscription,
Mm-hmm.
or extra catalog. and you've actually played it a few times, but you still need to finish it. It's a game called Tinykin.
Yeah, I still need to finish Nine Kings. It's a good game.
And, I've 100%ed it basically about 4 times now. Like, I even made, just a offline PlayStation account back then, so I can just 100% it again.
No, it's a good
And,
game. It's a good game. It's just it's long. That's the only issue I have with it.
hmm, and it doesn't feel like it's short to 100%. And it's one of the
Mm,
games that came out in the last couple of years, because let me just, see when this game actually came out.
I think it's 2019.
Uh, around 2019. But still, very fantastic little indie game.
No, very great indie game. Definitely much. Look, I love indie games. You know, I love indie games. I love indie games and I love old school classics. New games is where I fucking kind of hate myself for fucking playing any of them
Mm,
because new games I struggle to get through an hour,
yeah.
and you will know when I struggle to fucking play a game when I'm like, guys, it's been an hour. I'm sorry, I have to leave. And if it's not work related, you could tell it's just me being hurtful of the game, being like, nope, that's
Mm-hmm.
enough of this bullshit I can take for one session. The one game that we all know I love and I need to start playing it again is fucking the Telltale fucking Walking Dead. It's good. It's really fucking good.
Yeah.
And
There's no pandering,
yeah, and it's not
just
pandering.
pure.
And the Borderlands one they did was also fucking really great. I love Tales from the Borderlands. It was fucking great.
Mm,
Because that was one of the. I didn't actually finish the first Borderlands when I still had them. I just played through and just did side quests on them, the majority. But when I had that Telltale one and I was like fucking playing through it, I was like, yes, this is great. I love it. It had all of the aspects of the Borderlands I loved and all of the storytelling that I love. And I was like, yeah, it's great.
yeah. But then it comes to this, right? Like, you think about when games come on to special on the console side. It's not really specials, to be honest.
On the Xbox side, the majority of the time it is actually on special.
Yeah, but
But you
not
know
by much.
but there's the fake specials. Yes, I know. Where it's like
But then you get,
they inflate the price a week beforehand and then they fucking deflate it for the special, and then it's basically 10 rand less than the fucking base game was fucking a month ago.
mm, but then you get the likelihood of what's it, the Steam specials, aka the fall. What is conveniently around the seasonal specials,
The winter and summer specials, yes.
right? And like I was going through the Steam specials. I literally went until I've went to the end of the page looking for good games.
Same.
Now, it was very hard to pick up some good games because, like, I do have some majority of the good ones.
That's the issue.
Because, like, and Steam actually makes it a point. Like, some people say, like, Steam is like their spouse who makes them go broke.
Mm-hmm.
Because the Steam specials are actual specials, not what you get on the console side.
Dude, you know how many fucking games we got for like under 90 rand? It was so fucking great.
Hmm.
And
But
you know what's the one thing that still pisses me off? Even with the Steam sales. Remember the one thing I told you about Activision that pisses me off? We have Black
yeah.
Ops fucking 1 and 2 still at the same price as the game came out as. And I'm like, guys, lower the fucking price.
Mm-hmm.
Like Black Ops 1, I think was like 600 rand. And then all of the other Black Ops is like 900,000 rand. And I'm like, guys, if you put it on special, just put it on special for an actual special. Like, if this game is
Yeah.
out for like 6 years now, just lower the fucking price. Activision doesn't lower the fucking price. Every other game lowers the price. That's why 90% of the time when there's an Activision sale, nobody fucking buys it unless the thing is like 99 rand. I think there was one or two that was 99 rand, remember? And I was telling you about it.
Yeah.
That's the only time I would buy a fucking Activision game if it's on real special.
But again, that goes back to corporate greed.
Mm-hmm.
But then, it comes to as well where the other platforms don't do this like on the consoles, but Steam does it. And this is why, in the PC space, why they refer Gabe Newton as Lord Gabe,
Mm.
because on Steam, there's even a time where indie developers have a nice, like a showcase of their games what they're working on. So you get demos and you get specials on the indie games,
You get demos
right?
now for basically every game, actually.
But still, the indie games are getting a well-deserved recognition.
There's one that's going to come out, Amsterdam 1699. I still have the demo
Hmm.
installed. I still haven't played it, but I know it's good.
And I have the likes of what's it called, where even though it's crummy that the developer actually pushed it back for the release of GTA 6, basically,
Twice.
is a game Respiration. And I actually had fun just like cleaning up like cartridges, and they're going to be adding discs and stuff.
Oh, yeah, that reminds
And
me.
I kid you not, even though it's coming out in November, it's still a game I'm going to rather buy in full price because, like, it's actually enjoyable. It's not like the AAA games.
So, if the PlayStation 2 you had that issue with your disc being scratched to fucking hell and gone?
Mm-hmm.
Remember when we used to have Blockbuster and Mr. DVD?
Yeah.
Or Mr. Video? And you used to take them there and they would buff your fucking video games for you? You don't have that
Mm.
anymore. And, like, if you want to buff a video game now, do you know how fucking hard it is? I had to buy a Dremel with fucking buffing attachments just to fucking get close to the thing. And even with that,
Mm.
I still can't get some of my God of Wars to work. I've had to fucking do fucking some shit. I have physical discs of all of my fucking PlayStation 2 games. Physical discs. And some of them I've just been scratched to hell and gone because I lent them to one cunt and then they fucked it up. And I still hate to the fact when people scratch your fucking discs. Unforgivable fucking sin. Unforgivable sin.
It is. But that's also a thing where, like, unfortunately, back then with the physical games, because, like, now we're entering an era where you basically buy it and it's not even yours. Is this yours? Does you have a license to be able to play?
A
Where
license
you
that can be
actually own
taken
the
a
physical media.
license that can be taken away for any time for any fucking reason, stated in the fucking terms of service.
Ubisoft.
No, everything, even Steam. If you read
Yeah,
through
but
this, if
Ubisoft.
you read through every single disclaimer for every single thing now, PlayStation, Xbox, everything, they say like we have the full right to take the game away for any single reason. If your account gets banned, you lose all of your licensing. Pent. Einde van die fucking.
Mhm.
And I'm like, guys, that's not fucking cool. If someone hacks my account and then they do something sketchy with my account, now I lose my 20,000 Rand or fucking 100,000 Rand worth of library because my account got hacked. That's not fucking okay.
Also bringing that up now about being hacked and everything. So there was a great hack of PlayStation back in like 2012,
I
right?
remember it.
And I was one of the people who had their main PlayStation account hacked,
Mm-hmm.
right? But luckily they did not do anything stupid with it, and luckily I stopped my card. But it took me about over 12 years to get that account back because when Sony Soul had actual support where you could phone,
Mm-hmm.
I said to them, like, hey, look, I had this account back then on my original PlayStation 3. And I said to them, like, look, I want my account back. Can you get it back? It was the first time ever that Sony actually got an account back. And that's one thing what's scary because like now PlayStation doesn't give a damn, Xbox doesn't give a damn, and Nintendo doesn't give a damn. Where
I'm still trying to recover my
Steam,
brother's Xbox account that he spent money on
mm-hmm,
because he lost access
but
to his email and I can't get it back even though I set up his email.
yep.
I had all his passwords and everything. I still can't get his shit back. At the moment, he's playing on my ulti.
Yeah, and that's crap. And there's like a meme of it as well going around about Steam and trying to get your account back.
Oh
With
yeah.
this in the
We have the sniper.
fire squad.
We have the sniper locked. The sniper locked. Can you confirm kill? Can you confirm kill? Do you have the shot? There you go. He's taken care of. Your account's back. I love that video. That video is fucking hilarious.
It's fantastic.
The
And
other one was even funnier. They put life insurance on them, and then they killed him to use the life insurance money.
Bruh. It's insane. But yeah, that's actually the nice thing about Steam though, because like I've been able to, like, what was it recently? I lost my authentication for my one account. And I hooked up Steam through an email and I said, okay, look, I locked my authentication. Can you help me, please? In a matter of like 2 minutes, I got my authentication on my new device and I have full access back to on my Steam account. And that's what you call fantastic support, not like the rubbish what console players unfortunately have to deal with.
And the worst part about it is you have Microsoft that has a company with billions of employees, and you have Steam with a company that has 30 employees.
Yeah, it's actually really shameful, and it's putting consoles to massive shame. Because, like, even now, the PC prices have gotten really insane to actually get a very good PC.
You can still get a moderate PC for the same price as a PlayStation.
Yeah. And I kid you not, like, look, we've gone with the prices of, like, what, the PlayStation 5 getting more pricier by the day.
Mm-hmm.
Xbox as well, and Nintendo. Right? It's like with the next gen consoles, I kid you not. If the companies start complaining, like saying, why is players not buying our consoles anymore? It's because it's it's really customer support. 2, the consoles are way too expensive. Because like I was talking about this earlier to some people, and I said like, nearly 90% of the friends I know have all moved away from.
I need to copy this
And
real quick. Let me copy this. I wanna show you something. Just want to add your icon over here. Wait, how do I paste over here again? Control V. We'll put you. Where the fuck are we gonna put you? We'll put you in the corner, unfortunately. Okay, so if you look at this picture right here, I wish I could full screen it. Can I full screen? Yeah, there you go. If you look at this price, so this is the funny part about it. So you have the PlayStation, the price on launch, the original PlayStation, $299. Price after 6 years, $19.99. Price change, -66%. PlayStation 2, price, $299. After 6 years, $130. Negative that. PlayStation 3, $599. Hey, fuck off. Fuck off. Okay, I'll just use the original image, then it's fine. You see, then the price dips. PlayStation 4, massive dip, 50%. PlayStation 5, price increase, 30%. Same with Xbox.
PlayStation 1 until the PS3 era was goated, even though the launch of PS3 was not really that goated because on how much they were charging for the console at the time at launch. But they did go less because they dropped really support for backwards compatibility,
Which
what
I still
sucked.
hate. Yeah, all hate that decision.
But then, as well, look at Xbox. Like Xbox original, the 360, and then the One was also goated because back then, like throughout the console wars and exclusives, that's actually one thing what drove people to get like the different consoles, myself included.
Yeah, but there's a difference. So remember, the original Xbox came out, everyone bought it. Great. The 360 came out, it had full backwards compatibility. Everyone bought the 360 because they could still use their original discs. The Xbox One came out, and there was only minimal compatibility with Xbox 360. And then now we're on the fucking series devices, and then they're bringing back support for some 360 and some of the original Xbox catalog. Not all of them. Assassin's Creed 2, still no backwards compatibility on the Xbox One or the series devices. How do I know this? It's the one game I want to fucking play.
Yeah. But let's also not forget the one thing about Xbox. So what they did with the Xbox One release is that hmm, you had to be connected online always,
And
or else the games wouldn't help play.
yeah, but they
And
patched that after
then
a month.
Sony, out of all companies,
Made
did
it
like the
worse.
whole disc sharing thing
Yes,
as a meme.
and then now you can't disc share anymore because there's no disc.
Bruh, how full fucking circle it actually has become.
And they still
There's
haven't acknowledged it on Twitter, by the way. They still have been ignoring it. Everyone on every single post are still going like, "Yeah, fuck you." Remember when the Xbox increased the the Game Pass again, and then everyone kept on
Mhm.
telling cancel Game Pass until fucking Asher Swarma came and fucking actually did something, and everyone's like, "Finally, someone that kind of listens." It's like,
Yeah.
oh yes, maybe she reads the hate comments, unlike the other people that don't read the fucking hate comments.
Mm. And that's the thing. What's going to be the unfortunate downfall of consoles now?
It's already fucking falling, dude. It's been falling for a while.
Yeah, it's been falling around since like the start of the PS4 slash Xbox One, and I think the Wii U era. I don't
Yo,
know where the Nintendo's consoles fall in like the PS4 and Xbox One because their
mm,
releases are whack.
yeah, I don't know where it falls in. The Wii U was a weird thing. Not a lot of people bought it, and the games were scarce. Um,
Mm. And
but
unfortunately,
yeah,
the consoles are getting bricked now
yeah, that's it.
because of them not being turned on. What you were going to say?
Yeah, I was saying like at the moment. Remember the thing we talked about like why would you buy a console, nay, to put in your living room when you could quite literally buy the Steam Deck, or because now they made SteamOS free, just build a small gaming PC and then just put that in your living room and just play console games on that with a controller. And like I told you as well, like I could quite literally this PC goes for like 9 to 10,000 rand. It's a decent
Mm.
PC. It'll play basically every new game and every old game. And all you really need to do to make it fucking a living room fucking console is literally adding a Bluetooth card or a Bluetooth dongle. And then you have a controller for it. You turn it on, boom, you have a controller, multiple controllers, link them, and you can play all of your games because Xbox has what? A PC platform. You have a PC app and you can play all of your Xbox games on it. You have emulators. You can play your emulators on it. You can play every single thing on that one device instead of just buying a fucking console.
Yeah.
And it's not as hard as it as was back then. Everything now is so simplified. You can watch one YouTube tutorial or one fucking ChatGPT prompt, and it'll guide you on how to fucking do it. Set up everything, less than an hour.
But like that's the whole thing though. Like that's where it's actually really sad as like somebody who moves over from PC as well to console. But like I originally started from console, especially from the gutter console, the PS2 era.
Mm-hmm.
Where all you just did was just put on the PS2 disc, make sure you had a memory card what was kind of empty, and then just play the game.
Mm-hmm.
Because devs couldn't be sloppy back then because they had to release the game with no bugs or as little as bugs as possible.
Because there was no updates.
Yeah, there was no online back then.
And there was no hard drives in the fucking PC. Oh, well, on the cheaper ones anyway. You didn't need a fucking hard drive in your console. Now you do. You can't play
Mm,
anything straight off of disk anymore, which is a bullshit thing.
yeah, and then you get the console manufacturers like the Xbox and Nintendo, where they're using priority fucking hardware, or it's just like soldered in, and you can't really upgrade it.
I'm still salty
And
about that. That's the one thing I
that's
told you. That's the one thing. The PlayStation 5 has one advantage over the Xbox. One. And that's the only advantage it has is that you can put any M.2 in it and you have extended storage. That's the only advantage it has over the Xbox. The
because
only
like
single advantage.
because here's the thing with the PS3, right? You can even top a it goes up to a max of a 1 terabyte SSD.
Yes.
You can put an SSD on the PS3. You can pass a SSD in the PS4. And then with the PS5, they've mainstreamed it to M.2s. But this is one thing what I hate about current gen consoles though.
Mm-hmm.
And where a lot of content creators, especially the one, I'm forgetting the name of the channel now, but the repairability of the new gen consoles because the Xbox Series and the PlayStation 5 are using liquid metal.
Which is dog shit. It's a bad
And
idea.
it is. And then on top of that, they're making the HDMI port so flimsy because, like, on the red side, aka YouTube, like, I've seen so many shorts of people bringing in, like, the Xbox Series and then the PlayStation 5s.
And it's ripped out completely.
Mm.
No, I know. I've seen it as well. And resoldering an HDMI port on an Xbox or PlayStation, by the way, it's not a fun experience. And not anyone can fucking do it.
Yeah.
If it was a detachable port, that's one thing, but it's not. It's soldered straight onto the motherboard. So you need to have a degree of soldering onto it. And not
Mm-hmm.
any other person could just do basic soldering. Even I am skeptical to fucking do that. I have been soldering for many years and I've been fucking up for many years and I have a good degree of soldering. I am not even confident I can fucking do it from my house.
And by the way, I don't know if any of you guys know this, but you know, with the one thing what I hate about the PlayStation 5 in general, and this is one thing where
It looks like a
I'll get
vagina.
into about Rockstar games, is, you know, even though the prices of the PlayStation has gotten more and more expensive as the time has gone on, right?
A lot more expensive.
Yes, but you know the inner mechanism, what makes the PS5 work, they made it much more cheaper. Like, I was watching this one YouTube channel keep on taking down each year's like release of console.
Mm-hmm.
They made sure it was like manufactured in like 2023, 24, 25, etc.
Mm-hmm.
They've noticed that they are cheaping out on the materials. Besides for obviously the CPU, I mean the IG CPU, right? Is a combination of both the GPU and the CPU,
The capacitors.
and the motherboard has gotten cheaper. The heatsinks has gotten cheaper. The thing what surrounds the CPU of the PS5 in general, what keeps the liquid metal thermal paste contained has gotten even much more weaker, making it more prone to breaking down.
Didn't they switch to fucking aluminium?
Like, I think I don't know what materials though, but like I know you could see is like really like that cheap stuff what you can get like, for example, on like Temu.
Yeah, I know. But you know that there's some liquid metals that can affect aluminium. You know that, right? It completely
Yeah,
breaks down aluminium. Some liquid metals will get in and it makes the aluminium brittle and it fucking breaks completely. Hence why when they said, "Ah, yes, it's liquid metal cooled," I'm like, can we not? Can I just not do that, please? Can we put a thermal pad in there instead? Anything?
but like this is the thing. Why do you think PCs in general don't do liquid metal?
Because it's a cock idea. It's liquid metal. If it leaks, it fucking conducts. Same with water cooling. It's a
So
it's a
here's
cock
the thing.
idea. Even if it's contained, it's still a cock idea.
Um, because like the stock CPU coolers, what you get on the cheaper CPUs, right?
Oh, great.
They are made out of copper, what can easily be break down by liquid metal. Second of all, EV PC case, right? Even normal PC case, even the cheaper ones, they have the motherboard sitting to the right side of the case, not onto the left. And it's not like sitting like on the bottom. There's only a rare few PC cases what makes a motherboard sit down flat.
Yeah, but
But
those
there's
those those
also
are those are retro boards. Oh, retro cases. The ones that
mm,
are emulating the fucking old school when you used to put your PC at the bottom and your fucking screen on top of it.
yeah.
I remember that.
But as well, that's why like PC is still, in my view and in my opinion, is a bit more superior than compared to the latest like gen of consoles,
It is.
is because it's all using traditional thermal paste, right?
Mm-hmm.
Even your GPU is using traditional, but they're using a bit more of an expensive one out of the right?
Well, it depends on whoever builds it for you, or if you build it or replace it yourself. You can buy whatever PC you want, and you can replace the phone paste for really fucking cheap. 50 rand,
Mm,
100 rand for the paste, and you just repaste it yourself. Like if you get a cheap
yeah.
one and they put a cheap paste on, you can just repaste it yourself if it runs hot. But you can't do that with your console. If it has liquid metal in it, you have to find out what fucking paste is compatible with it, what pads are compatible with it, tear it down, and it's a fucking mission and a half to open these newer consoles. I tried opening my normal Xbox One S, and that was hard, but it was doable. But that one, you don't really need to do much maintenance on it.
Mm. And that's a thing where, unfortunately, now, because like, if you think about it, back then, devs didn't really think about PCs that much as they do now when it comes to ports. Because let's take the most infamous PC port what came out in the last like 20 years.
Mm-hmm.
What was the Batman Arkham Knight port?
Oh yeah, that thing ran like ass for a bit.
Yeah, they even recorded from shelves when they still had the physical discs because on how badly they ported it over.
Oh yeah, no, I remember I played it. It ran like ass.
And like that's the thing now, where back then consoles were so great back then, but now consoles, on the other hand, it's not that fantastic anymore.
Like
And PC's getting much better, and that's where devs are pushing more for the PC port.
yeah, but remember that's the thing. Remember when the Xboxes came out, they were like the cheaper option because they were subsidized by the games. They sold it for a loss. They made up their money with the games. That's how they made their
Mm.
money. But now the problem is now they want to sell the console for a profit, and they want to still make profit off of the games. But they're fucking skimping on the production on the fucking console itself. The specs are dog shit, and for the same price, you can actually build a better PC and it'll still run better. That's the other issue. It's like if you look at the main reason I tell people, oh, I want to buy my son a fucking Xbox. I'm like, okay, cool. What is your son wanting to play on his Xbox? Is the one thing I ask. Oh, he wants to play Fortnite and Roblox on it. and Minecraft. I'm like, okay, cool. So, what about instead of doing that, I look for parts for you. I tell you which parts to get. I'll build you the PC for cheaper, and he can play all of those games on a PC instead.
Mm.
He can still connect it to his TV if he wants, and he can connect the controller to it. He can do every single thing he wants to with it on a PC instead of having that fucking clunky fucking Xbox. Because at the moment, you can't buy an Xbox for the same price as you can buy a decent gaming PC. You can buy a decent gaming PC for the same price as an Xbox or a PlayStation. And that's the issue now. Console used to be the cheaper option to play every single game, and they optimize it for console. They still optimize it for console, but now the issue is it worth buying a console with lower specs than a PC only for the convenience of just pressing a power button and having a dedicated controller for it? Is it really worth it at this point anymore? Compared to just having a PC, you can skip the logins, you can skip everything, have the controller automatically connect because it can, and have it automatically boot into the Xbox menu, the Steam menu, and you can control everything from your Xbox controller or your PlayStation controller. It'll do the exact same fucking things for this fucking a fraction of the price. So the point is, it got so expensive with the consoles now, it's not worth the money anymore for the convenience, because at the moment the convenience is not even there.
And let's not also get into like the fact that over the years we've gone with each console release that the controllers are just meant or prone to just like develop some sort of stick drift.
Because they still haven't fucking
Where
switched it. That's the main issue.
yeah. And like look, we're going with PC peripherals. Like you can get like yourself a very cheap mouse and keyboard. Like you can get yourself Office basically set mouse and keyboard
Still for
to
cheaper.
use your PC.
Still cheaper than a controller at the moment. It costs 1,200 rand for a controller, and I can get you.
More.
Yeah, I know it's more, but what I'm saying is this is for the basic set one. You can get a fucking an aftermarket Xbox controller, PlayStation controller for 1,000 rand. That it's either wired or it's some bullshit, nay. But if you go for a Redragon, right, set of keyboard and mouse, we both know how good they work. I had the same set since COVID. I paid 500 rand for it with a headset. 500 rand compared to now having to buy a new controller every 2 years. I've still been using the same keyboard and mouse.
Mhm. Like what? I bought my Red Dragon back in 2020 when I moved over from console gaming to PC again.
Mhm.
But I bought myself like one what's like what was like 600 rand, what also included a mouse pad. And you know, one thing is it lasted me about over 6 years until I had to replace it because it was just normal wear and tear.
Or you just accidentally spill something on it eventually.
Mm-mm. No, it was more like one, the cable started to rip,
Mm.
and two, like with me pressing on the keys so much, the thing, like the thing what actually holds the keys in on the keyboard, will dump so much to the point I couldn't see what the buttons were, and two, you couldn't hold it anymore. So I eventually had to just replace that, but that's 6 years compared to
2 years
every
at most.
3 to a year on a controller.
Even less if you fucking throw the thing. I hit my mouse a
Hmm.
lot, and you've heard me hit my mouse, and it still fucking holds.
Mm-hmm. Because, like, look, that's a nice thing about on PC compared to the console side. And I'm going to talk about the controllers, especially the third-party ones. But you have so many different price points for peripherals for PC compared to like the controller. Like you can get yourself like the cheapest stuff, what's like the Red Dragons and that. Then you can get into the premium stuff, aka the Corsairs, the Razors, the Logitech.
You forgot the cheap Chinese imports.
That as well.
150
even
rand
unknown
for a
brand.
gaming mouse and keyboard.
Hmm. Where on the other hand, on the console side, you spending now what $1,700 or higher for a controller,
And you need
and
to have multiple because the one will
Mhm.
die very quickly for stick drift.
Yeah, and here's the thing where the consoles have thought about and screwing over the players to make them buy first party, and this is well aware what I had to go through when I got my PS4 is like I bought two first party PlayStation controllers and I ended up having stick drift. My second PlayStation 4 first party controller started developing I think what I called the L2 stick drift, where
Oh no.
I press the L2 button and it actually moves my character.
Oh yeah, I've seen that happen on the PlayStation 3.
And it was so annoying. And now when it decided like one day, okay, I'm tired of paying like $1,200 for a controller, right?
Mm-hmm.
I went for a third party. What was like 600 rand. I kid you not. After 1 month, because I do not know why, but controllers get updates now
Yes, they do.
and firmware and all the other nonsense compared to back in the day where that was not a thing. It was just a plug and play. Now, I've got this like generic PlayStation 4 controller where it just had like 1, 2, 3, and 4 instead of the triangle, square, X, and circle. The battery started dying because Sony started to kill the third party controllers.
Mm-hmm.
I noticed in 1 month the battery was just basically non existent. And I couldn't even plug my headset into the controller anymore. So I had to start plugging my headset. And luckily, at that time, I had a USB headset as well. I had to plug that into the PS4. I had to sit very close to my TV. And then I also had my controller plugged in all the time. And this was my third party one. And even to a point where the third party controller's battery she expanded to the point it might have popped. And you know what's funny? I actually was using that on my PC and it never popped.
You know what's the worst part? It was the opposite
Mm.
effect on the fucking Xbox. There was more support for the third party than there was for the actual Xbox controllers. There was a lot more
And that's
support and everything just worked. That was the worst part about it. You know, my game circuit controller, it doesn't do anything on the Xbox, and I plug it into my PC and I have issues. I plug it into my Xbox, I have zero issues with the controller ever.
mm. But see, that's one thing as well. Like these console companies just want you to spend more than what you would buy like a very good PC at the end of the day. Because like what? Throughout my lifetime, on the PS3 era, I had 8 PlayStation 3 first party controllers. PS4, I had 3 controllers. On the PS5, I only have 2 because my console came with 2 controllers.
Mm.
Alright? And I don't use my PlayStation 5 that often. Like right now, it's actually sitting in a box.
Mm.
Because the only time that PlayStation 5 is going to get used is when GTA 6 comes out. And that's the only unfortunate part is that
GTA only comes
unfortunately
out
for the
on
PC
consoles
players, you have to wait a
yeah,
long time
a
for a
year.
port.
Yeah, I have to wait a year because they don't want to get the cheaters from the PC part. But you know, within a month, there's going to be cheaters on the fucking Xbox and the PlayStation.
Yeah,
It's probably going to be less
it's
than a
one.
week. Less than a week. Calling it now.
Mm-hmm. And that's one thing what I kind of dislike about Rockstar because like they need to get into modern times and they need to focus on PC gamers as well because like sure like GTA 6 got their money back on how much they actually spent on making GTA 6.
Yes, times three.
But if they actually hoarded to PC as well at the same time,
they would have made a
Right?
lot fucking more money.
Ooh. And it's funny because, like, at the end of the day, every game where people play is basically made on a PC.
Correct. Or a Mac,
And
but fuck the Mac. Fuck Mac.
yeah, let's not get into the Apple stuff. The Apple stuff is like a topic for another time. But, and here's the thing as well. You get dev consoles. You don't
Ooh.
get like the normal consumer consoles, what we get in the shops.
That Dave console, it's the wet dreams of me.
And that's in order to see if the game actually will run at like what, the 30 FPS or the 60 FPS.
It's quite literally just the normal console, but without the restrictions of fucking the internet connection and fucking anything. So you could just pop a fucking burn to it or pop it from a flash just to play it, and it has the unrestricted access to the whole fucking thing. It's
Mhm.
it's a great thing. Those fucking things go for lots of monies on the internet, by the way.
Yeah, but if you get caught with it, you're sitting with a nice, heavy,
Yes, but
expensive
we don't talk
copyright.
about that. We don't talk about that. We don't talk about that. We don't talk about what happens if you get caught with it. We're just saying how good it is
Mm-hmm.
because you can develop
But
games with it.
another thing, going back to Rockstar as well, like, look, that's one thing where I don't know if a lot of gamers are paying attention to it. But Rockstar is holding the final key regarding with gaming in general.
I mean,
Because
yeah.
you think about it now, right? GTA 6 cost nearly what? 3 million to make. Billion,
No,
not million.
1 billion to make. It made 3
1
billion.
billion.
1.3 billion to make, and then it made 3.2 within the first few fucking weeks. I think within the
Okay.
first week.
But yeah, so it costs them a lot of money to make the game at the end of the day. Right? And we could clearly see it with both trailers.
The sweat
But
dripping off their bodies.
yeah, and even the lack of hair physics in it. But this is where Rockstar holds the key. Because I'm going to reference a very old game as well after I'm done with talking about the Rockstar holding the key
Mm-hmm.
about the future about gaming. Because you think about it now, Rockstar is really the main AAA developer company now, where a lot of people still trust.
Kinda trust.
Yes, to a
Not
degree.
trust. Kinda trust.
Kind of trust. Because I forgot about like how badly they milked GTA 5 and released it like through 3 generations of fucking consoles.
Yes. And
What?
now they fucked with the shark cards, but yes, go on.
And they're online, but it's where they're setting a certain standard for the rest of the AAA gaming industry.
We don't talk about what
Because
their fucking cunts of fucking stockholders said. Oh yeah, make the game more expensive because you can make us more money if you just set the standard. Yes, do it. Make it more expensive. Cunts. Fuck you,
but
stockholders. If one of you are listening, I think you need to get testicular torsion. Anyway, go on.
but like as well, it's also with Rockstar and GTA in general, because like GTA has been around since the PS1 era. It's one of like the only IPs out there besides for like games like Tekken, where they haven't sunken that low as like Tekken. We're gone with locking everything on the main game with DLC. Like I've noticed with Tekken 8 lately, where one character what's been throughout since Tekken 1 is now you have to pay for it to play for with the character.
That's gay.
Yeah, and that's Haiichi, by the way. The
The
main
fuck?
villain. Yes! Google it, dude.
I
Google
haven't.
it.
Well, to be honest, I don't follow Tekken too much, but I mean, fuck that. That's some bullshit.
Yes, and you know that Haiichi has been there.
Mm-hmm.
He's been the main villain of like Tekken 5 even. And I know Tekken. And one of the streamers who I watch, who's a total Tekken sweat, and I was watching them play it, and I saw like Haiichi was locked, and he said like, no, you have to buy the character for like, I don't know how much. Let me actually have a look on how much Haiichi costs.
It's like fucking locking Scorpion and fucking in Mortal Kombat. Fucking if somebody
Yeah.
locks Scorpion, I'm gonna kick them in the nuts.
The characters are 150 rand.
No, fuck that. I'm pissing.
And that's like the most ridiculous part. And already, in a way, GTA is setting a bad example because you get the base edition and then you get the ultimate.
Yo,
And they're really locking you out.
I was about to ask you about that. I heard something now about them locking some content behind the Ultimate Edition. Can you tell me about that?
Yes, so they're locking behind a good couple of stalls in the storyline, by the way.
Like
I'm not talking about the online, the actual story where you go play like the story missions and everything, or where you go mess around and have fun.
Mm-hmm.
Because, yeah, now there's like lock features behind the paywall of getting the ultimate. Like, we don't know the full extent just yet.
If I cannot complete the main story without buying the Ultimate Edition, I'm getting a refund.
Luckily, you can get a refund, not like on PlayStation, where as soon as you press install, there goes your refund.
No, dude.
Privileges.
Remember how I feel about locking the main story campaign behind a fucking DLC paywall? That is an unacceptable fucking thing. Make me the full game, let me finish it, and then add additional stuff as a DLC. That's fine. But if you lock the main story behind a fucking paywall for a game I already paid for, I'm going off to your nuts. And I'm going to be fucking Twitter blasting. I will be fucking going on X, and I will be bitching about it constantly.
Okay. So, and I get why they don't want to release a physical copy because they don't want to, the entire source of GTA 6 to be ripped off from the disc, right?
Yeah, that I get.
Understandable fear.
Yeah, well, we get that.
But here, for example, some clothing stores are locked behind the ultimates. Some tattoo shops are locked behind the ultimates.
Yeah, that's fine.
Right?
That's
Tattoo
fine.
shops.
That's fine. I don't care. It's tattoos. It's cosmetic.
Customizing your vehicle.
No. 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 Don't tell me customizing my vehicle would be fucking limited. That is a GTA thing that should be universally available. Clothing, fine. But fucking customizing your car, it's Grand Theft fucking Auto. I want my customized whip with nitrous and tinted windows and suspension.
And a lot of that is locked underneath the ultimate bloody paywall. And
Well-
that is really sad.
Well, we'll see. Like, you remember, you got the Ultimate Edition for PlayStation. I got the Standard Edition for Xbox. So we're both gonna play it because I don't know about you. I don't know if I forgot to ask you if you put leave for that day. I put leave for it, so I will quite literally be analyzing the absolute shit out of it. So when I'm playing it, so if I see bullshit, I'm calling bullshit.
Oh yeah. Also, before I forget, there's also side missions that are also locked behind the ultimate paywall.
That's also fine. It's not main story. That's fine. Because remember, it's DLC
No.
content.
No, this is not DLC. This is actual stories behind the two main characters, though.
No, but it's still fine if it's still that like that. Remember what I'm telling you is if I cannot finish the main game based on buying the main base game and finishing the main story off of it, that's a fucking paywall. If I cannot finish it, it's a bullshit fucking mechanic and they need to fix it. If it's like it adds to the character, that is what a DLC is. It adds to it. That's fine. I can get that. I still don't agree with it, but I get it. But what I'm telling you is if I cannot finish the main story, like I get to the last mission and it says, hey, to finish the last story mission, you need to upgrade to the Ultimate Edition. I am gonna lose my fucking shit and crash out.
And reasonably so.
Yes, reasonably fucking so. Because if you buy a game that's for a story, because they're not going to release online until like maybe a fucking 6 months afterwards, we only have the story. If I cannot finish the story and it's hidden behind a fucking Ultimate Edition, everyone is going to fucking crash out. Not just fucking some no-name YouTuber named Deathbed of a fucking Worm. Everyone's going to fucking crash out. And there will be petitions, there will be riots, and there will be bloodshed.
And this is where I was referring to an old game, what almost killed the gaming industry. Now, as we know that the gaming industry is like $1 trillion thing,
Yes.
to a degree.
Yes.
Now, here's the thing. There was a game that was released back on an old gaming console called the Atari 2600. Right?
Oh, Tori, I'm coming in my pants, yes.
AKA ET, extraterrestrial.
Oh, yes, E.T., the OG, yes.
Yes, and now that game almost killed gaming as a whole.
Yeah, because it was
until the likes of Nintendo and that came in and kind of saved gaming. But now this is where Rockstar holds that key of trying, like, if they're gonna break gaming, the gaming industry, or they're gonna try to save it. But so far, from what I've seen, especially locking some stuff underneath the ultimate paywall, I don't really have much hope left for gaming because already, like, as I mentioned a few minutes ago, like Tekken 8 locking Haiichi behind a paywall. Even Bob out of all characters underneath a paywall.
Bob was the wood guy, right?
No. Big fat dude.
Big fat dude?
Yeah. Google Tekken Bob. B-O-B.
Yeah, second. Googling Bob. Bob from Tekken. Oh, I remember him! The American! Wait, his weight is only 155?
He lost weight the other Tekken games, apparently.
My bro, I am 30 kgs away from being Bob.
Oh no.
That's why I said his weight is only 155 kgs. I'm like, Bob's not that fat, guys. He's not that fat. He's fatter. He needs to be like 200 kgs.
Yeah.
350 pounds at least.
And you see, like that, already, like, I understand devs trying to make an extra buck, but just locking single characters and especially side missions in a campaign type of thing, it's just ridiculous. Gaming as a whole, like, it's just going to crash and burn.
It all went south off the horse armor, but it all went south off the horse armor. And if you don't get the reference, Google it. Google the Elder Scrolls horse armor and you'll get it.
No, I know what the other horse armor is.
Yeah, I know you do, but the people don't. The people don't know. They don't know.
But see, that's the thing now. Like, and it comes to like the main thing as well, where PlayStation is now the villain in the story, especially taking away physical games and going full digital with the next gen.
Mm-hmm.
Because already, what's very hard to get in stock, and I have asked around with the last remaining fossil gaming store, physical gaming stores, they say even the physical, like, game disc add-on, what you can put for the PlayStation Sim Digital or the PS5 Pro,
Mm-hmm.
they're saying Sony is purposely trying to make that out of stock so then they can stop selling physical games.
Oh, that's fucking
And
scum.
yes, and PlayStation has been doing a lot of scummy stuff, especially getting rid of this your main right to own your games, and us making their little PSN store a actual monopoly.
Mm.
Because remember, physical games gave you the ability to buy the games at different price points,
Yes, you could buy it
right?
second hands and you could play it, which was nice. That's why
Yeah.
people like console.
And we're now we're entering the digital age, forcefully now, especially by consoles, and PlayStation's leading the way where they're making it as a digital monopoly for the console because there's no other places where you can buy digital games for the PlayStation.
Yeah, but only the PlayStation, not the Xbox, though.
We have to wait and see on that.
No, because the Xbox already confirmed that you can play your Steam games on it. So at least and Epic Games. So at least we know for
There's a
what.
story behind it where
Yeah,
Usher is actually going to stop that collaboration with Steam.
if she does that, then they're gonna lose the entirety of their fan base because everyone was hyped for it.
Yeah,
That
and
was the
where a
that
lot
was
of
quite literally the only thing that was still keeping the people fucking on on the Xbox, dude.
hmm
Because of them saying
and
that
yeah,
it's gonna be collabed. Because if we can't
hmm
link our Steam to the new Xbox, what's the point of buying the new Xbox when we could just buy a PC and just play with Game Pass?
yeah, and they're slowly thinking about doing a PlayStation move where, like, PlayStation actually got scared to be gone with the Steam machine release, right?
Yeah, that's when they pulled the
Because the
fucking
fact that
games to PC.
yeah, because like the Steam machine is basically a console threatening all three big console makers: PlayStation, Xbox, and Nintendo.
Hmm.
But Nintendo is Nintendo on that regard. But that's why they stopped releasing PlayStation exclusives on PC, especially to Steam. And if you remember, PlayStation exclusives were only coming to Epic at one point, and then they decided to put it on Steam.
Hmm. And that's why they got scared with the Steam collab thing.
And now Xbox is also a bit worried about with them putting their games onto Steam, it's going to make their consoles also obsolete.
Which is very true because, like, dude, why would I buy a console when I can play it on my PC?
Yeah,
And
PC.
the only problem with that is they already fucking reversed into the fucking PlayStation emulator now. So, the Xbox emulator. So
Mm-hmm.
they already fucking reversed it because they made it specifically for the one game. They left it into the game very obviously put. So they already pulled it. So we already have the emulator.
And speaking about emulators, like look at the backlash what PlayStation received after them announcing about the digital games only.
Yeah, when everyone
Fans went
fucking
out.
and fully fucking committed to the emulator and pulled everything and
Yeah,
made it start working. It's like, oh
dude,
no, why? I wonder why they did that. I also wonder maybe because you said fuck you.
dude. Out of all this like yes, every console generation from the PlayStation and the Xbox has gotten an emulator, but I've never seen a development of an emulator so fast as like the PlayStation 5 gotten. Like,
Mm-hmm.
dude, like the PS4's like still in a like an early alpha, but like for them to just like skip the PS4 and say screw you PlayStation, screw you Sony, and started immediately working on making a PS5 emulator. Now that's when you know you pissed off gamers in general.
Yeah, well, that's the thing that they keep forgetting. It's like, yeah, we're gonna force them to our console, and then they're like, okay, fuck you. We're gonna make an emulator. Fuck you. That's why.
Mm.
And the more they fucking push their console exclusives, and the more they fucking do shit like that, the harder they're gonna push for the emulation.
Because, like, you think about it in this regard. If they didn't mess up with the actual physical games, right? And they still kept the exclusives to the right consoles, like how they used to do throughout the PS3 era,
Yeah.
right? And I'm not talking about how the PS4/Xbox One, where you put in the disc and you had to install the fucking game.
I fucking still hate that. Yes.
I personally hate it as well because that's when I stopped buying extra discs.
Yeah, it was also the reason I stopped.
And that, on the other hand, is like was the one thing what drew the line even much more for like even PC gamers who not really even consider getting the another console. It's like you think about it now. The backlash what Nintendo got with the Switch 2, like that they can remotely brick your console at any point in time they feel less for it.
Mm-hmm.
And even the same so-called game cartridges what you get for the Switch 2. And they don't even have the game installed on it.
Yeah, it's literally just a fucking it's literally just a floppy drive with a license on it.
Yeah. And you know, it's funny. I went into one of the local PC shops here in South Africa called Computer Mania. They have like this tiny little shelf for Nintendo Switch 2. They don't have the other consoles,
Because
right?
nobody fucking buys Nintendo consoles in South Africa, but
Yeah. It's like I asked them like how many sales have they done so far since they started working there of the Switch 2. And even like the main manager, who's like the regional manager now of the one part of South Africa. I'm not gonna try to dox myself now, but he even said they didn't even bother to buy any more stock because nobody's buying it. Even when they had like the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox,
correct.
they stopped selling it because like there's no point. They've had better sales on PCs in general, even the cheap gaming PCs where you can't really run everything on high or medium. Like you can do it like low to medium, like a mixture between the two. They are having more problems keeping stock of that RAM and SSDs compared to keeping stock of consoles.
Yeah, because people in South Africa just fucking all know PC is superior. We are kind of smart people over here. Well, I mean, the majority of us are smart people. We're not going to talk about the other people. But I mean, to be honest, if you think about it logistically, South Africa is the perfect example of like what's supposed to happen when you fucking talk bullshit. We don't have internet. Okay, so now we don't have internet because it's South Africa. 90% of the time, you don't even have fucking power. So now, when you have power, but now your internet ISP is cut because it's South Africa. Oh, you can't play PlayStation game now because PlayStation needs online. Xbox needs online. Oh, fuck, that's cut. Oh, you have Steam? Okay, cool. Now, when you have internet, you update your game, you can play it offline. Bargain. That's why everyone fucking chooses PC. It's cheaper. That's why everyone chose it. Everyone just went a full fucking 180 after the fucking Xbox One and fucking PlayStation 4. Back to PC. There's
Yeah,
an issue with getting a second-hand PC in South Africa compared to getting a second-hand console. You can go onto Facebook Marketplace. You and me both have looked at it. You can get a console for push cheap. It's 90% of the time it's push cheap to get a console now. Except
it is.
except the Series X and the fucking PlayStation 5. For some reason it's still marked up even though there's a fucking surplus of it.
Mm-hmm.
In 2020, there was not a surplus. There was a fucking demand for it. But now, nah, everyone is wised up to that bullshit.
Now, look here. the only thing is where unfortunately consoles will not ever die is because you get your little Timmys, you get your little
Jannies and Sonnies
mm,
and fucking Margriet.
Majitas,
Yeah.
right? And the parents just like don't want to deal with the issue. They will still buy the consoles for the kids, though.
Yeah, Tabu
But
also wants the PlayStation 5.
hmm and that's the only thing what will still keep the consoles in business because our parents just like not really giving much of a damn of like thinking the proper money wise.
Well, yes and no. Like, I can give you the good example of my cousin. He started playing on the PlayStation 3. He took his dad's old PlayStation 3, he played on it for a while, and then he was like, Dad, this shit is gay. I want a PC. He got his PC, played on it for a bit, and then he had issues with it, and obviously he came to me. Because, I am his cousin, the only cousin that works in IT to fix it. I fixed it for him within a day. Because, magical IT skills. The hard drive was fucked.
Hmm
And I told him as well, I'm like, how much do you know about your PC? And he's like, not that much. And I'm like, well, if you ever want to learn about it, just come to me. I'll teach you. It's not that hard. If you're playing on PC, so you might as well learn some PC shit. Because if you're playing on PC every day, and he is, you might as well just learn how PC works. I fucking learned on PC. I played PC games since fucking the early days, and then I switched to consoles, and then obviously shit went fuck because consoles were easier. But now consoles are more complicated than fucking PCs. You can quite literally get so good at consoles within like 2 weeks compared to getting good at fucking PCs compared to getting good at consoles fixing. Like troubleshooting a PC is not that hard. ChatGPT does half of the fucking work for you. Or Google.
Yeah.
We used to go through threads on fucking Google to try and
hmm
fucking troubleshoot. Now fucking the AI assistant will troubleshoot your PC for you. And it does pretty fucking decently. I have to constantly keep telling the clients like don't fucking AI the shit unless you AI it good. You need to use your words better.
But that's also another thing where consoles have a disadvantage over PCs. It's like now consoles don't really have much of a soul. Like they're more corporate looking than ever. Because you think about like the Xbox 360, especially the 360 arcade. That
Oh,
thing had so
oh,
many different plates
oh, it
you
was
could change.
beautiful. It was beautiful. It was peak. It was content. It was beautiful. I loved
And
it.
even
I still
even
have
the
mine.
PS3 had its own customization. But now it's
Ah, no,
it's just looks
no,
so bad.
no. That's only on the PlayStation. The Xbox, we have stickers. You can buy stickers for your Xbox.
You can also do stickers for the PS5 though.
Yeah, but
But
it's not the same. It's not. It doesn't look as good, dude. Have you seen the stickers for the Xbox Series X? It's
I
fucking.
have.
It's beautiful. PlayStation. Yeah, it looks like you put fucking stickers on a vagina. Temporary tattoos on a vagina. Ah.
But also going onto the customization side, one thing that annoyed me the most is when they started making the PlayStation coming white instead of the matte black, what every gamer has gotten used to.
I love the matte black. I always buy black consoles, as we all know. I love black consoles. But for some reason, they made the PlayStation so white. And me being a smoker, as we all know, it is a problem having anything white because it
hmm
started to get a fucking piss yellow color because of the smoking. So anything white is automatically problematic, in my fucking opinion. And it takes a lot of ethanol to clean it back to white. And you have to do it constantly. I like black. Black is good. Make my shit black or grey.
And also going back to that as well, like, look, here's the thing. There's over like a billion combinations for PCs and hard looks, right?
Fuck, even
Like
changing your
you and
case.
I,
You could change your case 100 times over.
Like, for example, you and I don't have the same PC case.
Yeah, we obviously we don't have the same PC case. There's so many fucking options for PC cases, and your components inside are all basically the same. We can have the same motherboard, same Hall config, but the case will be different.
Mm-hmm. And the thing is, as well, like the modern community, or even just owning a 3D printer, you can even customize your PC even further
You can print your own
than ever
fucking PC.
before.
You can print your own PC case.
And if your PC case is big enough, you can even put like your anime figure inside.
Or do what I do and put your BTS McDonald's figures inside of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because BTS. I like butter. Smooth like butter. I don't know why
But
they love butter, but butter.
lol. But yeah, like that's a thing now. We're gone with consoles. Like it's just even minusing like the stickers and that. Like the Xbox One and the PlayStation 4 was like the last era where when the special editions met actual special edition consoles. Like I know um what for the there was a special edition for Gears of War for the Xbox One. There
Yeah.
was a really sleek design for the PS4 um, Slim and Pro for the God of War, or even the 500 million console edition.
There was one for the Xbox as well. We had a few Xbox One and Xbox Series X ones. The Xbox One Galaxy Edition was, I mean, it was okay. I just didn't like it. But like the Gears of War one with the blood and the gears, it looked fucking sick. But like the majority of them are just like ass. It's like real ass. It's like, ah,
Mm,
yes, ChatGPT. I have game. Here's game. Make me skin for console. It's sticker. You plug sticker on. That is your fucking console skin. What do you do instead of that? Just go onto fucking Timu or Takealot and get a fucking sticker and just plug it on your fucking Xbox or your PlayStation now.
yeah. And you know, one thing what I admired the most about the 360 and what I saw do towards today is the Xbox 360 menu has gone through so many different revisions.
Yes,
Like
and
you got the Xbox
if
Blades
if you have the Blades
to
one, it's worth a lot of money. Chat, if you have the Blades edition and you want to sell it, let me know, please. I will make an offer to you. It is very rare. We can have money. We could split money if you want. I will help you sell it. Just give me a part of your profit, please. It is very valuable. Thank you.
and how like there was the version for when Connect came out for the Xbox, and then like there was even little cutscenes of like how there was like cars like this massive beanstalk going up and cars racing through, and it all just ended up with the Xbox logo at the end. It was so cool. Like younger B was flipping out when I put in my like what WWE 2010 edition, and and it actually forced to update my console Xbox 360, and it was so the coolest thing possible.
Yeah, I still wish they did actually fucking implement that change we all recommended for the Xbox, where you could change your startup for it. Because fuck me, dude, if I could get the original Xbox One, the original Xbox fucking startup and menu with the newer features, I would have fucking loved that with the alien noises and everything. Oh, that would have been sick.
Mm. And you know, like throughout the PlayStation era, so like the PS3's like main menu was basically around the PSP's menu, right? Then
Mhm.
the PS4 was unique. Didn't copy over the PS Vita, luckily, because you know the PS Vita's menu was atrocious to move around with.
It was ass.
But the one thing what I admired about the PS4's menu, you could put games into folders,
Mm.
right? And for you, those of you who had massive externals and also internal storage, you know how much of a godsend that was. Especially like for me, I had put my free to play games into the free to play folder. My actual own games into a folder like that, then my PS Plus games in its own actual folder. So then I know which one to delete if I'm not having my subscription anymore. And then the PS5 got rid of that completely, and it's such a cluster to go through the menu now. It's absolute ass. And the customization as well, because like the PS4, you had so many backgrounds and that, but now, only recently throughout the backlash, did Sony finally put back the ability to customize your background.
Well, that sucks because you had the customization from the backgrounds on Xbox. So it's the Xbox One. And we had the good shit where, like, if you had artwork from achievements, like mine on my Xbox, as we all know, is the Halo one. And it looks so fucking beautiful. It's my favorite
Mm.
background. All I just wish is I could customize some of the sounds and stuff on it.
Well, that's also one thing what only PlayStation or Sony did add later on, where you can now have the sounds of the PS1 until the PS5 sounds while scrolling through and all that.
Mm-hmm.
But the only thing I don't actually get and why it took so long, like especially when we were younger, like when you turned on your Xbox in the lounge or your PlayStation, it made a massive loud beep, right?
Mine still does that, but it doesn't do the same beat because it's the Xbox One. Mine goes.
Not different sounds. But now on the PlayStation, you can finally turn off the sound completely, where the beep doesn't actually make a sound.
Ah, yes, for the people that play video games at midnight when their parents said they need to go to sleep. Yes, finally. The poor children that can't play video games at midnight. Those poor
But
children.
that's also another thing where I kind of dislike about consoles over like the PC side. Like,
We have headsets. We just turned it on. It no make sound.
lol. But that's one thing. Like, one thing what drew me through the Xbox One was the ability with like having like on the side of it, like YouTube or okay, YouTube Music on the one side, while your games on the other. Where PlayStation is unfortunately just locked to the main game screen, and if you want to play music, you have to pay for the subscription of what's it, Spotify.
No, you could. There was a bypass. It's the same thing I did on my 360. You just put like the music on a flash drive.
You can't do that with PlayStation.
You can't. I'm pretty sure we did it on my friend's one, on his PlayStation 3.
Well, on the PS3, yes, but they got rid of that on the PS from the PS4 and then onwards.
Oh, that's cock. Look, dude, when I had my fucking Xbox One, we just opened what was it called? SoundCloud. We had SoundCloud open. I was playing SoundCloud fucking death metal while I was playing fucking Gears of War and Call of Duty, and it was still fucking lit. I stopped doing that a while ago because skill issue.
Mm,
But I mean, like, I know you love playing music while you're playing video games. I just find it a bit distracting at the moment. But I used to do the exact same fucking thing because and I used to sync it with my gameplay. Like that's why I love Dead as Disco because like it's literally it's rhythm combat.
mm. The thing is, like, for somebody who has a bit of a PTSD and can't really handle silence and can't really handle like the sounds of gunshots that much, and I want to do like something, I just put music on,
Mm-hmm.
right? It's a way for me to get an extra bit of focus into when I'm playing games or when I'm just like simply just doing a little a chitty chat or like on a party chat or on a VC call.
I mean, to be fair, I was fucking killing people to fucking Bullet for My Valentine in Call of Duty, so I get it. For me,
Mm,
it actually helped me focus. The fucking Bullet for My Valentine fucking Your Betrayal fucking it lives rent free in fucking what's that other song? What's that other song we all used to listen to? The fucking N. It just like it fucking just magically makes you focus and get fucking a 30 kill streak magically.
For me, it's like Slaughter to Prevail, especially when playing COD. Yeah,
Ooh,
sus.
ooh, fucking Holy War, dude. Holy War's a good a fucking soundtrack to go for a killing spree on, dude.
Mm-hmm. And like that's one thing what's nice about PC as well, because like you don't are not locked to like a single thing to play music from. Like yeah, you can still have Spotify if you want to do like the paid thing. Or you can just like clap on YouTube music. That's also a choice to have a premium.
But dude, quite literally, I still say to this day say, get YouTube Music compared to Spotify. It's cheaper, and you get the whole of YouTube.
You know. And you get to try experimental features.
You know,
That is also really cool.
not only that, it just gives you the option to fucking watch any YouTube video without ads. So I mean,
Mm-hmm.
you don't have to have your ad blocker on. You can just watch any video or any music without ads compared to Spotify, where it's like, oh yeah, you can listen to ad-free music, but like YouTube, you pay less to have ad-free music and ad-free YouTube. Which I mean, for me, paying less to get ad-free music and ad-free fucking YouTube is for me the best. That's why I switched to YouTube.
Mm. But you know, one thing what also sucks, and this is one thing what I admired about the original Xbox One, is it had its own built-in capture card because it had two HDMI, one going in, one going out.
The new one still have it. Mine still has it.
But then you get like the PlayStation who never implemented that feature.
Yeah, but remember the PlayStation wasn't built as a media center. The Xbox was built as a media center.
Mm,
Xbox quite literally said, "This is your all-in-one solution. Watch your Netflix, watch everything. Turn your TV into a smart TV." Why do you think I went the Xbox route? Because it was like, oh yes, instead of me buying a smart TV, because back in the day I just had a fucking cock TV, I just had my Xbox, got my Xbox, got my Netflix, got my Crunchyroll, everything on my Xbox. It was fucking
mm.
great. That's why I loved it. PlayStation, you had YouTube. That's all you had. And then later you got Crunchy and all of the other stuff, but that was far later than the PlayStation 3.
You actually had Crunchy on PS3, but it never really worked. Well, it never worked for me.
Well, I don't know. My friends didn't watch Crunchy back then. My friends wasn't that into the anime. Well, they were, but they were doing, the South African method that we don't talk about.
So on the PS3, we had Netflix, and Crunchy, and in a couple of other streaming services as well. And then on the PS4, there was much more, but then it came less towards the end of that life cycle of the PS4.
Mm-hmm.
And then on the PS5, all you just get now is YouTube, Twitch, and then Disney, Netflix, and Crunchy. But yeah, and going back to that multimedia what Xbox had, I don't know if it still has,
It still does.
but you think about it like this as well. We're going with gaming. Gaming, there was a point where cloud gaming was a thing, like full on. It's not as good as it is well known now because everyone still rather prefers to have the physical console.
No, the main issue that cloud gaming didn't take off by us is because it didn't take off by us because they didn't allow it in our region. That's the main issue. Remember, I was telling you about it. Like when cloud
Mm,
gaming was announced, it was readily available in the US. We still don't have it here. Like
no,
you can, if you have an Xbox and you're in the US, you can play all of your games without downloading them. Why do you think I'm so pissed off about it? Because I'm paying for the feature that I don't have. That's why remember when they increased it to 300 Rand, I told you how pissed off I was about it. because I have a whole feature that I can't use. It's a whole ass feature. All I can do is I can cast my Xbox that's in my fucking room to my PC, and that's great. But now the thing that still pisses me off is my fucking when I had a girlfriend in the US, she had an Xbox, and I was like, "Hey, let's play this game." She's like, "Okay," and I ask her, "How long is it gonna take you to download it?" She's like, "Oh, don't worry about it. I have cloud gaming because I have Ultimate." And I'm like, "Oh, cool. So you can just play it right now." And she's like, "Yeah, I can play it right now," and it works perfectly seamless. But we don't have that here. So we don't have that fucking core feature that we pay for, which pissed me off. And we still don't have it, and it's been 6 years. We still don't have
Yeah.
it. And we're still paying for it, which still pisses me off. If we had cloud gaming, everyone would have switched to Xbox by now, dude, to be honest.
Mm-hmm. But you think that's bad for on the Xbox side? Now, here's a thing. What pisses off PlayStation players, especially in regions where they don't have the ability to stream, right?
Mm-hmm.
So on PlayStation, you get 3 different subscriptions. You get the basic PlayStation Plus, where you can play online and get 2 free games every month.
Mm-hmm.
Right. You get the PlayStation Extra, which gives you the luxury of having the ability to play PS4/PS5 games on the PS5, especially.
Yeah, go
Then you
on.
get the PlayStation Deluxe. Now, those are the ones, the one where it's only for those countries who can't do streaming,
Mm.
right? And now, all what you get on the Deluxe is access to the PS1 and PS2 library, what is very small and doesn't have really good games,
Mm-hmm.
right? And you have access to play demos for only 2 hours of a
Bruh.
game.
Bruh.
And for PlayStation Deluxe, it costs you 200 Rand more every month
Nah.
compared to the. Yeah, so you're paying about 300 to 400 Rand for Deluxe. You're paying about 200 Rand, I think, for extra now, and you're paying like about $100 for just the basic PS. So a PlayStation gamer can bitch a bit more.
Yeah, 100%. Dude, remember, even when the Xbox Ultimate fucking Edition was 300 Rand, I was bitching about it because of me not having that fucking remote play completely to the full extent. And, like, now I get why you guys were bitching about it because, like, you get fuck all for your money. At least, I pay now 240 Rand, and I still get all of that shit except my fucking Play Anywhere thing. But I still get all of my other features. If I just want Xbox for fucking PC now, I pay 200 Rand, which is still fucking too expensive because I lose more than half of the fucking Xbox library. So fuck you, Xbox, for that. Osha, fix your bitch shit, please. Fix my shit.
Now,
I want to play my remote games, lady, please. I don't ask for much. I just want to play my games without installing them.
okay, now I want to show you something what's interesting, what's the nice thing about Steam. Now, on Steam, you can see what is the most popular hardware,
Mm-hmm.
right, and software,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
but you can also see who is using the most bandwidth. Now, I'm gonna send you a direct DM right now,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and then I'm gonna post one on in the chat for the viewers to also see.
Okay, now open this link. Oh, that's a full dick. You sent me a porno instead. You sent the wrong link. Okay.
Now, it opens up a map of the download state.
Mm-hmm. 402.4 petabytes. Yes. Go. 4.4 petabytes. It's like bringing a fucking 2-inch cock to a 10-inch cock competition. Oh, 33 terabytes. What the fuck? Why are we using more than Greenland and we are a smaller continent? Bruh. They're denying us. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Bruh, that's the fucking people in Pretoria. It's only the people in Pretoria and Cape Town then. Mm-hmm. 100. Bruh. Mm-hmm. Mm. 42. Yeah, 49. But yeah, I get you. They don't like us because we're black. Yeah, that Nvidia fucking thing. Yeah, yeah, and it's only by fucking rain and it's cock. Fuck rain. Think about rain, Nate, for my American viewers, as AT&T. It is literally a cell network that just gives you internet at your house for unlimited. It is quite literally just cellular unlimited. That's all it is. You get 4G 90% of the place, and some places you get 5G. Your 5G is 50 meg line at most. At most. Your 4G is 30 megabytes per second. And yes, I know because I was with them. So I can tell you, and I tried streaming with them, fuck them and their mothers. Because now they're more expensive than my fucking dish satellite that I'm streaming on now. And my dish satellite is lacquer. Thank you, Screamers. Ah, Okay. Okay, where is Indonesia, my bro? I do not remember where Indonesia. Ah, above Australia. No, that's Paraguay. Is this Indonesia? Ah, there you go. Oh, they're the same as us. 43. Yeah, we have a lot higher bandwidth general. You know what that's called? Bullshit. The lucky few.
Yeah, and it's not that bad a month because internet is getting cheaper and cheaper here. If
Mm,
you have the luxury of having fiber.
yeah, that's if you have the luxury of the fiber and you're not in the boonies like me.
Yeah, but still, at the end of the day, we saw a very good internet, but
Oh, we got decent
we
internet.
should.
Dude,
And
remember, I'm working in IT for the fucking Americans. They're like, oh, my calls are cutting out. And I look at the line. It's only at 100 megabytes. I'm like, my bro, you only need 5 megabytes per
mm,
second for your internet up and down. And your calls will go through. It is not your internet. Your issue is your ISP being a bitch.
now, going back onto a topic about why, like, people call Gabe Newton Lord Gabe, I'm going to send you one more link.
If you're gonna send me a cool pic of Gabe Newton with the diamond studs, that'll be lies. What's this? Let's see. It's loading. Ah, my ISP's loading it. It's not loading within 10 seconds. Okay, let me switch back to the talking thing. Okay, good, it didn't crash. It's still loading though. Refund requests. Typical response times within an hour and 30 minutes at most. Mm-hmm. Mm. The priorities are fucked. Hmm. I don't know, man. It looks like Steam is doing a good job. Oh, yeah, because no, Steam is not making a monopoly. The thing is, Steam is doing a good job, and they're saying it's making a monopoly because they're getting good business because their services are dog shit and their support is dog shit. And every single person in this chat or watching the VODs, guys, if a company that's bigger than Steam says Steam has a monopoly, no, it does not. The reason that people go to Steam, there's multiple marketplaces on PC. Steam is not a monopoly. The reason Steam does so well is because Steam delivers. If they deliver as well of a service, people would go to them. Steam does good shit. They do some bad shit, but the majority of the time, Steam does good shit. 30 people that does the job of more than 1,000 people, and they do it well compared to a company that has multiple thousands of employees and they can't even do the bare minimum that people require of them. Yes, I understand. Yes. It's almost like they're doing a cock job at their job. Their management needs to be fired. Yes, go on. Yeah, you're sucking Gabe's dick, but everyone sucks Gabe's dick because Gabe's does at least a decent job at his job. He even says, like, guys, if you're unhappy with Steam, send me an email. Here's my personal email address. I will not unfortunately get to you as quick as I wish I could, but I try to at least read 100 emails a day. He's direct fucking words. He is the man of the people. If he ran for president, I would vote for him even though I'm not in America. This man can run shit. This is a person that should go to heaven. The other people, fuck them. If I see the president of EA in heaven, I'm kicking his ass. Yeah, I'm going back to my normal screen. There you go. Oh no, my foot went numb. Num 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 num.
And that's one thing. Like, even though unfortunately Steam has really stopped making
Games.
first-party games,
They stopped making
right?
games in general, but yes.
Like, for example, I know a lot of people keep on asking Steam, like, "Hey, where's Half-Life 3?
Where's
Where is
Portal
Portal 3?"
Free? Where's Portal Free, Gabe?
But at the end of the day, like, Steam is just making a lot of money because on how excellent support
Yeah, I
and
get
how good they look after gamers.
100%. That's why I don't have issues with Steam. Remember what they did with fucking Team Fortress 2? It
Mhm.
stopped having support more than 10 years ago. And guess what? The service is still run. And you can still play it to this day. For fucking free! The only thing we
And
don't
how?
the only thing we don't agree with is fucking what they did with fucking Counter Strike. That's the only thing we don't
Mm.
agree with.
But dude, how? Like, even Steam's like UI has actually tremendously improved from what it started with to what it is now. Like,
Yeah.
it's even more user-friendly than ever before.
Yeah, it's great. We don't have issues with Steam. None of us really have many issues with Steam in general.
So, if you actually Google it, everyone, just look at Steam's original UI and combine it with how it looks now. It's like a night and day. You know, there's even an ability on Steam itself. It's like, I found it actually recently as a little Easter egg. If you go and press View on Steam and you press Small Mode,
You.
right? In a regard, it gives you basically OG Steam on how it used to look like to a degree on Windows XP. And like that's also one thing as well, where like consoles fall behind compared to like PC because like PC you got so many markets to buy games. You have the EA store, you have Epic, you have Ubi, you got Rockstar, you got GOG. Um, but at the end of the day,
Everyone goes to Steam.
you know,
Because why? Because it's good. It works. It does what it needs
and
to. Support is there.
and you know, here's the thing: what actually bothered me a lot, especially with me going through all the generations of consoles. Well, Because I've owned a Nintendo console, I've owned a Xbox, and I've owned a PlayStation. So I'm not talking out of my bum here, but like each console, for example, like the Xbox 360 back then, you had to pay your monthly subscription in order just to watch YouTube back on the 360.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
The PS3, besides for the hacks and that, the store is back then, and it still is a clunky mess to even go through. The Nintendo's eShop on the Wii was atrocious. And that's one thing. Because like, yeah, like Steam has been around since like the Windows XP days. Right?
Mm-hmm.
The Microsoft Store only came around the Windows 10 era.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'm talking about it in a proper way. I'm not
Okay.
talking about the half-ass.
What, you don't want to talk about Windows 8?
I'm putting Windows 8 never existed. It was a fever dream.
You're also gonna pretend Windows 8.1 was a fever dream?
Yes.
Well, fucking good for you. I remember it fucking very vividly.
I do too, but I prefer to keep it as a fever dream.
Oh, by the way, you can buy a Windows 8 phone still. That Nokia still on sale on fucking Takealot. I looked the other day.
Because, like, look, if we go back to what is it? Not Steam support, Steam system info. Compare. If we go look at the most popular OSs, you still get Windows 11 with like 70% of users. You get Windows 10 with 23%. You get still people using Steam on Windows 7, even though it's no longer supported. And that's only 0.08%. And somehow it increased by 0.01%.
That was with the bullshit that they did on Windows 11, by the way. I can talk about it later.
And then you get the Mac OS,
Ew.
you get Linux as well, with all the distributions of Linux. And surprise, surprise, the Steam OS, what released with, as what Deathbed of a Worm said earlier, what you can install on any random PC instead of just the Steam machine, you can have that running.
As you should. Unless
And
you
it's
have
up there on the list.
unless you have some bullshit you can't run without normal fucking Windows.
So, yeah, and that's the thing. You get to see so much more because, like, and as well, unlike PlayStation, Xbox, and Nintendo, where you can't see on how many players are actually playing the game constantly, or the peak player numbers, you can do that on Steam.
I mean, you can do it on Xbox and PlayStation. It's just not as fucking accurate.
Yeah.
Because they pad their fucking numbers.
Like, for example, now, like, as we were talking about Call of Duty earlier, you can actually just see the number of people playing it on Steam alone. And that gives you an indication if I should download 160 gig game.
Oh, by the way, if any of you look at the numbers to see how many people are playing COD, and you're looking at the numbers on fucking whatever, it's inaccurate as fuck, by the way. With the way that Activision went now, where they have you work through the magical fucking Call of Duty launcher instead of having a dedicated thing every now and again. Everything just shows us Call of Duty now. So when they show 200,000 people playing, like 20,000 of them are fucking one Call of Duty, 20,000 is another Call of Duty. So it's between like 6 Call of Duties. So when they say, "Oh yes, we have record numbers of people playing Call of Duty," it's not the newest Call of Duty. They're lying to you. It's just their general consensus based on the fucking Call of Duty app that launches all of the Call of Duties. By the way, just saying. As a person who works in IT, if you want to buff your numbers, you do bullshit like that.
And here's another thing as well, where Activision is doing something scummy. Right? Now, they owe Activision had Blizzard behind their butt for so long.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Because there's 3 storefronts where you can play Call of Duty from. Steam, Battle.net, and the Microsoft Store, or the Xbox launcher. Right.
Or the PlayStation launcher.
I'm not talking through every my play though. I'm talking about downloading it.
What does
Here's the
PlayStation
thing.
not have the fucking the thing that we have on Xbox where you have the Call of Duty app and then you launch all of the other Call of Duties for it?
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking just specifically on PC now.
Okay.
Right? And I'm going to get the article for all of you. Where the Steam version is different compared to the Xbox and Battle.net. Now, let me find this link. And I do not know what they did with the Battle.net version, but suddenly you get a bit more FPS. So, where's this? Let me send this to you via DM.
Oh fuck, that's a long link, eh? Let's see. Let's see. Let me explain. Oh, the brain damage is heavy. Yes, many players experience higher or more stable frame rates FPS playing Call of Duty through Battle.net compared to Steam. Yeah, because you were telling me about that.
Now, the thing about it's so-called saying that Steam makes it a bit more heavier, but like there are things on Steam where you can lower the usage of both the RAM and the CPU on Steam. So that little bit is just nogal a bit of shit.
Oh,
and see, that's like the cock what developers actually do.
Oh, by the way, I moved you to be closer to me. I need you closer to me. I want to feel you on my chest.
Oh,
no,
no.
no, I was looking at the horizontal view and I saw they couldn't see you there, so I just moved you to my right chest or left chest.
Okay.
So that I could see you on the horizontal.
But yeah, so another one of those BS moves from the actual developer itself trying to screw over Steam. But also, that's one thing. The only negative I could say about being a PC gamer, and I do not recommend anyone about getting one of these cards, do not get yourself one of the Inter-Arc cards because you won't be able to play old games. You'd be struggling to play some of the modern day games.
Yeah. Don't do Intel Arc. Fuck you. Don't do that. Get yourself an Nvidia GPU, even if it's a cock one. Just get an Nvidia GPU. I know,
Or
fucking,
MD.
AMD because he likes the AMD dick. So go for the AMD. But what I'm saying is, if you're doing VTubing, I recommend Nvidia. But otherwise, go AMD. You can go full AMD. It's just for me, the rendering works a little bit better with the Nvidia cards because I can run my rendering while I play my games, and it takes less than the AMD cards. And with the integrated graphics, fucking English, bitch, speak it. And I just recommend a fucking Nvidia fucking CPU. Ah, fuck! Nvidia graphics card, AMD fucking CPU. That's what I recommend. My brain is running on Brakpan graphics now. How many beers you say? 4 beers, I say.
Oh my.
Yes. Hey, well,
But yeah,
we did say we're gonna. I'm gonna do the thing. So I did the thing.
mm-hmm. But yeah, everyone. So that's the thing. This is our little our take about gaming as a whole. And that gaming might or not fail in the next couple of years.
Fucking next couple of months, most likely. We'll see what
Because like
happens in November. If
mm,
GTA doesn't fucking land, we are fucked.
we are because
Eh,
like then like
then we go to Indy. Everyone's gonna go to Indy.
mm, but though you talking to your little Johnnies who watch bigger content creators who are being paid by the big companies to start playing the games.
Yeah, fuck you and your Johnny.
So yeah, unfortunately, it's something we do have that little disadvantage of. But that's also one thing what has us so as my last round for the night
Mm-hmm.
is that, you know, gaming as a whole has also changed since ever like watching content creators through the various of platforms. Because some don't even bother to buy the game, they'd rather just put it on like a video or a stream and just watch it that way.
I mean, to begin, a majority of people just actually just watch a playthrough of it.
Hint, hint, aka that's one South Park episode.
The one with PewDiePie.
Yes.
Yes. Well, to be fair, it actually makes a lot more sense if you think about it logistically speaking. Would you pay 130 rand? Well, 1,300 rand to play a game, or $70 to play a game, when you can watch someone play the game, so you could just get the actual storyline for free on YouTube?
Well,
Probably
it
not.
depends though.
Yeah, probably not. But the majority of people actually want to play it and see their own, choices make a difference. If your choices doesn't make a difference, then why not just watch someone else play it then? That's
Mm,
my fucking view on it anyway. I just wanted to see what my choices do to it. That's why I love the Telltale series. Because if you make one choice here and you make one choice there, my one choice would be different than your choice, and it will make an actual massive difference in the story.
yes. But going back to November, aka D-Day, as I want to call it, the one thing where Rockstar's a bit scummy, unfortunately, is releasing a bit of gameplay trailer to the likes of Netflix,
Yeah, that
and
was
then a
some.
day after it on
That's some.
YouTube.
Yeah, that's some real fucked up shit. Not gonna lie about it. I'm still upset about it. No, just have to get a Netflix subscription so you can see it the fucking 24 hours before it actually fucking goes to the public. And by the time it gets released, it's anyway going to be flooded on YouTube Shorts. So
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand why they did that. That's just a cash grab and a half.
Yeah, we nogal they made them their money back from the pre-orders alone.
Dude, to be fucking fair, they should have released it a year ago. We're still waiting for some gameplay fucking footage. We got basically almost none from all of the trailers. Like, they show us some good shit. And I tell you now, if that game comes out and it runs on 30 FPS, everyone's gonna be pissed off. If that thing is not running smooth, it's gonna cause so much cock. Florida
Ex-
is gonna be a fucking hellhole.
And especially since they had the little advertising of it, footage captured via PlayStation 5,
Yeah.
and nothing about the Xbox.
I still don't know why they did that though.
Because here's the thing: the Xbox Series and the X and the PlayStation 5 both share basically the same GPU. What you can still get now, but only secondhand, not new, is the AMD RX 6700 XT.
It's basically the same fucking hardware.
And that came out back some time ago. So, and I do not know what the Series S GPU is, but I'm
Mm,
guessing it's a bit of a disappointment from what I've heard from a friend.
no, it's the same thing. It's just less VRAM. Same GPU, just a bit less VRAM.
But yeah, November is going to tell the full story.
Well, at least we know one thing. I'm not working those days, so I'm gonna be streaming it. You're gonna be streaming it, so
Hmm.
at least people will be able to watch to see if it's fucking actually worth buying the money for it. I mean, they already made their money, so to see
Yeah,
if they're actually gonna keep the viewers for fucking longer than a month is gonna be the fucking whole thing we all want to see.
because I guarantee you now there's going to be some special content creators who get access to it 3 days before the people who pre-ordered it get access to it and immediately releases a full thing on YouTube.
If that happens, I'm gonna be so pissed. I'm gonna be fucking cutting people.
I'm calling it now, and I know the Pacific channel who's going to probably release it that same day when GTA releases. I know what channel, and I'm going to keep my eye out. But Rockstar and every other game dev should not be playing favoritism to content creators. COD has done that for Modern Warfare 2, what came back out the last couple of years ago, with content creators making decisions, and look how bad that turned out to be.
Mm.
Nobody talks about that there was two separate zones when when the map was closing up because of the gas.
Mm.
Because content creators also ruin gaming
Oh
to a
yes,
degree if it has influence from on the devs.
yeah, because they get paid to fucking say good things about the fucking game and not talk cock about the fucking bugs.
Mm-hmm.
It's the unpaid fucking plebs like us that fucking tell the fucking true shit about it.
Yeah,
It's why I
but
always fucking give my fucking proper opinion about it. If I feel like, hey, this is some bullshit, I'll tell you, this is some bullshit.
at the end of the day, some of this is just our opinions, but also some of it is just facts.
I only
You
fucking
take
speak
it as
facts.
what you want.
I speak facts. It's my facts. If you don't believe me, fuck you, then, I guess. No, I'm joking.
Oh.
No, but dude, to be fair, if they're gonna pull some bullshit, I already see some fucking those fake leaks and AI fucking footage of it. So I'm just sitting here like waiting. I'm like, please just don't do the bullshit. If they're gonna do some bullshit about it, it's not gonna end well. If they're gonna pander it, it's gonna fucking make a big backlash.
Because for the first time in history in the GTA series, we do have a female protagonist.
Yes. Well, wait, was there no female protagonist in the previous ones?
Michael, Trevor,
No, no, no.
Franklin,
Before four. We go before four.
GTA 3, male, Vice City, male, Liberty City, male, the original 3 was
Uh,
all just male.
oh no, there's already gonna be controversy.
Uh, and then what else? Because the one GTA what came out on PSP had an Asian character what you played in China. The ones from the
Oh
PS2
yeah,
you could
Chinatown.
never see. Yeah. And then GTA 3 was a normal male character. You get San Andreas, what was an American African character. You get Vice City, another white American character. You get GTA 4, also the same. GTA 3, 5 was a mix of different worlds. And then GTA 6 is the first one to introduce a full-on female protagonist on the side.
Isn't she Latina as well?
Mm-hmm. It's 91 days and 3 hours until GTA 6 comes out.
I think it's gonna be fine. As long as they don't
By
paywall some bullshit, I think it's gonna be fine.
But this is wait and see. As we said, there's a good couple of firsts for GTA 6.
All we need is
It's an action all game. Hmm?
no, 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 no. We need the unicorn part 2. We need that. We need that strip tub to be fucking legendary. If that strip tub is not legendary, it's gonna ruin the game. And
We leave our hands, yeah?
we need the unicorn part 2, please, Rockstar. We need it to be good. We need to be able to taste the sweat.
Mm-hmm. We leave our hands into Jason and Lucia in GTA 6, like releases in November. Let's see how gaming goes after the release.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be fine.
And then I think once we both have had our hands on it for a couple of days, we'll come back and do a little podcast about it.
Probably gonna have a broadcast fucking right after I fucking played it. I'm pretty sure, like I said, I put leave for those days specifically. My boss knows. I told him as well. I'm like, I'm taking these 2 days for when it launches. I told him, I'm like, you're not gonna be able to reach me for these 2 days. I am gonna be playing this game. And he's like, yeah, I get it. And I'm like, yeah, I mean it. Like, I'm not gonna be responding to anything. This is gonna be a thing. And I told him as well, I'm like, I'm pretty sure 90% of every company is not gonna be fucking working. Everyone just might as well just take those 2 days and just put it as leave. Because people are gonna call in sick. I'm telling you now, people are calling in sick. If they couldn't get the leave, they're gonna call in sick just to play
Yeah.
GTA.
It's gonna be like lockdown all over again.
No, but the same thing happened when the last GTA fucking released. People put in leave, they got rejected, and they put in sick leave. It's gonna happen again. I told my boss as well. I'm like, just dude, just don't. and don't try and cancel it because it's not going to happen. I told him as well, like, my leave's been approved. You pre-approved it months beforehand. If you tell me you cancel it, I just told you I'm not gonna pitch for work. I told him I'm not pitching for work. I'm playing GTA. Sorry. Yeah, no. I'll get you a doctor's note. I have COVID.
Hmm. But yeah, we leave our hands in one singular game.
Is there anything else you want to talk about, bud?
That's all from my side. You?
I think we pretty much covered it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think there's anything much to cover. I don't see anyone really chatting, so I don't know. Do you think we should kill it here?
Yep.
Yeah, I had a feeling about that. Alright, guys. I think we're gonna go call it. I'm gonna go finish this whole ass beer and then pass the fuck out and then decide if what I'm gonna play tomorrow. And then yeah. Thank you for joining my friends, all of my friends that passed the fuck out because everyone's sleepy as fuck. And then have a good one. You have any final words you want to tell the peoples?
Have a good one, everyone. And this was an interesting little way. Thanks for having me on this little podcast of yours.
Yeah, that's yours, bud. Alright. Have a good one, guys. I'm a head out. I'm a get drunk and pass the fuck out. Bye, guys. See you in the next one. It's gonna be soon. Bye.
Chances, cheers, I raise my can. Blue light 10 on my farmer's hands. Same old map, same cheap brand. Laugh on cue, cause that's the plan. Another round, another raid. Same small talk, different day. They spam hearts, I fade to gray. I'm dead on the inside, but cue me in and go live again. Let the circus begin. I'm dead on the inside, but I still grin. If the loot drops right, that's a win. That's a win. Thing is high, but I'm so low. Joke too dark, play it off as bro. Over the height, what the mirror shows. Pause the game, never mind, let's go. Another Gigi, another cheer. Mute the mic to fight a tear. They see flames, I'm stuck right here. I'm dead on the inside, but cue me in. Go live again. Let the circus begin. Oh yeah, I'm dead on the inside, but I still grin. If the chat goes wild,